All right, my ninja warriors. Welcome to the most awaited session of the year. This year, vector and 3D geometry. I don't think so. I have taken a detailed session on vector and 3D geometry, which is one of the highest weightage chapter in the history of JEE Mathematics. If you go and check yourself, okay, you will see that if you just segregate all the chapters in mathematics and you want to highlight that one topmost chapter from which maximum questions were there, trust me, it is 3D geometry. What does that mean? Now, obviously, 3D geometry cannot be studied alone. Some support of vector algebra should be there. And vector algebra, if I talk about, again, high weightage chapter. So, vector and 3D geometry combine, if I tell you now, it is actually a high weightage chapter. Okay, that's the crux. Now, then to now vector and 3D geometry, if I say that 3D geometry is again slightly on a higher side. What does that mean? That this session, the last 1 hour approximately, when we are going to study those short topics of 3D geometry, is going to be highly relevant. That is going to yield maximum marks. So if I say that this chapter alone will give you 12 to 16 marks, the last 1 hour alone will give you 8 to 12 marks, right? Okay, so you understand that if you are going to stay with me in the beginning, it is not going to help you a lot. But if you are going to stay with me in the last 1 hour, now, then it will yield you maximum results. So make sure that if you are coming to this live and if you are thinking that yes, I am going to attend this session, make sure that if you are attending 2 hours, please do not go. Stay there for 1 more hour, because otherwise that 2 hours will go in waste. The main thing, the core concepts, the ninja technique for short questions will be discussed in last 1 hour. Now obviously I cannot teach you last 1 hour in the beginning, because there is a flow of every chapter. So I hope that you understand. I think volume, there is some problem. Okay, let me increase. Is it better now? Is it better, everyone? Yes? Is it better, everyone? I have increased it. See, I was facing some noise, so that's why I activated that noise cancellation so that you don't get troubled. But then I can see that high volume is working for you. Right, everyone? And make sure the moment you enter the session, you have to smash the like button, right? And you know what? I am super duper charged and excited for this particular session. Why? Because vector and 3D geometry, this year I have not taken any session. So I am very enthusiastic about it, that I have to teach this chapter. I have to solve a lot of PYQs. I will have to share conceptual clarity. Along with that, I will have to share the ninja techniques for the same. Okay? Yes, everyone. Shall we start, everybody? Correct? Yes, Rajkumar? All righty. Yes, perfecto. We'll start. You just have to like the session before we start. Okay? Now, I already told you in the Telegram. Were you subscribed to the Telegram channel? I told you that I don't think so. We'll take a break. A little minute 5-minute break we can take, if at all technical issue happens. Otherwise, I am not in a favor of taking a break. So make sure that you do your work prior, right? Keep your water bottle with you, correct? Notebook, pen, and your family or your surroundings or wherever you are, they should know that these 3 hours you have promised yourself that I am going to attend this session. I am going to solve each and every question, because if you are going to give me these 3 hours, I will assure you those 12 to 16 marks in JEE Main 2026. Okay, so there are two promises which are happening today. One promise from your side that yes ma'am, 3 hours I am giving to you. Other promise I am giving to you that I will ensure mastery of this chapter. I will ensure understanding, concept clarity of this chapter. I will ensure that you get those particular marks from this chapter. Yes? Ready, everybody? Okay. Now, if you do not know me or you are coming for the very first time on this channel, This is my brief introduction. My name is Namrata and I have almost now a decade of teaching experience, more than 10 years in both online and offline. These are my credentials, and you know what? I keep on giving you amazing ninja techniques which are absolutely helpful in your JEE main journey. You know what? Mathematics, what is the main problem in mathematics? Just go and ask any student, previous year student, go and ask any topper, any JEE advanced topper, any JEE main topper, especially in JEE main. What is the main problem for mathematics, ma'am? Time management is the issue, and I am here to save your time by amazing and you know what, absolutely workable techniques. You will see that, oh, JEE Main 2025 PYQ ma'am is able to do the questions with the technique, so you will be able to do that. Okay, yes, I hope that now the fear is not there. Okay, now see, vector, we'll start with vector. Okay, we'll start with vector, but you know what, we'll start with scratch. So some of you might be thinking, ma'am, I also don't know about this chapter at all. Will I be able to understand? Yes, absolutely, you will be able to understand. Do not worry about it. Okay, because we are going to go from the very scratch. Okay, all right, chal. So now you know that, see, I know that physics teacher has taught you scalar and vector quantity. Yes or no? Tell me in the chat box. Yes. So physical quantities are divided. Physical quantities. Physical quantities are divided into two things. One is scalar quantity. Scalar quantity, right? And another one is vector quantity. You know the difference, right? You all know the difference. I think everybody knows the difference. Scalar quantity, which is only having magnitude, okay, is just like 2 kg potato. Scalar quantity, right? And vector means magnitude as well as direction. Okay, now I have some questions for you. This definition, I think everybody is aware. Now let me ask you that, is force a vector quantity? Tell me. Think about it, ma'am. Force, vector quantity. Hold on. Force, ma'am, physics so we have studied, and Shreyas sir I have seen. I have seen Shreyas sir writing F like this. Huh? It happens or not? Tell me. Physics teachers, I have seen this on YouTube. Okay, ma'am. So it looks like, yes, force is a vector quantity. Okay, but what's the logic? Ma'am, because force, you know what? Force means magnitude as well as direction. So, ma'am, this is satisfying the condition of vector quantity. So, it is a vector quantity. Okay. Now, my next question is angle a vector quantity? Is angle a vector quantity? Ma'am, hold on. Angle 30 degree. So, magnitude is there. Okay, theta. And direction. Now all of you have studied trigonometry, right? Plus 30 degree, minus 30 degree clockwise, anti-clockwise. So ma'am, direction though is there. But ma'am, I have not seen any teacher applying this arrow on theta. So is it, why is it, then why actually? Now this is a trouble, big trouble. Tell me, what's wrong with that? Why can't I call angle a vector quantity? It has magnitude and it has direction also, clockwise, anti-clockwise, yes or no? See, we have seen that this is clockwise angle, this is anti-clockwise angle. So it should have been a vector quantity. But you know what? Theta and then this vector symbol we have not seen till yet. So it is not a vector quantity. So what's the problem, ma'am? It is satisfying the definition, but still you are saying that it is not a vector quantity. Okay. Now one more thing, let me ask, is current a vector quantity? I'll explain you the reason. Is current a vector quantity? Tell me. So ma'am, current I, right? Physics, Shreyas sir, go and ask Shreyas sir, why current is not a vector quantity, huh? So, see, I. Ma'am, magnitude 3 ampere, 4 ampere, yes. And you know what, when we do that Kirchhoff law thing, right, this is physics. So, we put this direction also. Ma'am, direction is there. Direction is, yeah, I am getting it. Now, one student is writing, Rajkumar is actually giving a new thing. Ma'am, tensor quantity, new quantity you have introduced. Okay, by the way, now let me just go back and complete the definition of vector. I think some people are pointing out. So over here, if I just come here, vector quantities are those quantity which is having magnitude as well as direction plus obeys vector law. Okay, obeys vector law. Over here, understand now force. How does force is not obeying normal mathematics? Suppose this is my block. I am applying force over here F, and I am applying force over here F. If this is 2 Newton, this is 5 Newton. Now tell me that 2 plus 5 overall final force is actually not 7 Newton, not equals to 7 Newton. That means this is not obeying normal law. It is obeying vector law. Vector law tick, normal law cross. Vector law tick, and normal law cross. Right? Now you are understanding. That angle again. Now 30 degree plus 20 degree. Tell me. 30 plus 20 or 30 minus 20. Normal laws we are following. Normal mathematical algebraic laws. Okay. Vector law we are not following. So does not obey vector law. Hence this is not a vector quantity. Although direction is there. The sense of direction is there. Current also, please understand that here 3 ampere and this is 1 ampere, 2 ampere. So can you see 3 is equals to 1 plus 2. Normal mathematical law. Okay. So what is the correct definition now? Understand. Now you are a JEE aspirant. You go and ask anyone. A vector quantity. Now ask your friends. Angle should be a vector quantity. Why? It is having direction as well as. So that means your definition is wrong, or maybe angle is a vector quantity. Okay, so we'll do that. Now what is a vector? Now let's understand vector. How do we represent? Okay, so vector quantity, as you all know, that magnitude as well as direction. So geometrically, a vector quantity will have a tail. This is your tail of the vector, and this is your head of a vector. Tail and head. Okay, and the direction of the vector goes from tail to head. So this is how it is, tail to head. Okay, direction right now is from A to B. So see, now this AB vector, this is how we write AB vector, correct? This marathon, not lectures. What are you trying to say? Okay, anyway. Chalo, let's continue. Right? So AB vector. Now understand that the length over here, the length will represent magnitude and the arrow will represent direction. This is how we represent the vector. Now there are a couple of definitions which we should be absolutely aware about. What is a zero vector? Zero vector, think about it. Zero vector means magnitude 0. The magnitude of this vector is 0. So magnitude is 0. And what about direction? Tell me, what should be the direction of a null vector? In the chat box, quickly. In the chat box, direction of the vector. So ma'am, direction of no direction. Write in the chat box. I want to know. I want to know your knowledge of vectors. Quickly in the chat box. What happened? No direction. Null vector. Direction or no direction? It will be any direction. Any direction. You say whatever direction. Okay? At a time it can take no direction. People, you are wrong. No direction, you are wrong. If you are saying that zero vector is having no direction, come on, then is it a vector quantity then? You have studied, you are telling me, ma'am, vector quantity, magnitude as well as direction. Now zero vector you are saying, and you're saying no direction. What are you doing, huh? You are contradicting yourself. Okay, so any direction. Any direction means, see, zero vector, null vector, magnitude zero, that means it will behave like a point. Okay, so initial and final point will be like this. And you know what? It would be any direction. You want to impart direction, so it could be any direction. You say at a time only one direction, but any direction, right? So this is how it is going to happen. And the next very important type, I know physics people तो will tell me, है ना? Now you have to tell this thing. A vector that has magnitude 1 is known as unit vector. You know the definition of unit vector? Whose magnitude is 1. Now how to calculate magnitude we will see, but right now keep in mind unit means 1, correct? Now it is denoted by, understand, unit vector. Suppose normal vector is denoted by a vector, but unit vector is denoted by a cap. Okay, all right. Now tell me unit vector in direction of a vector. Unit vector in direction of a vector. So what's the formula, everybody? How to find the unit vector? Suppose a vector is given to you and now you need to find the unit vector. So all you have to do is you have to write that vector and divide it by magnitude of it. Suppose I'll take an example for you. Suppose a vector is I cap plus 2j cap plus 2k cap. Can you find unit vector in the direction? So yes ma'am, a cap will be this vector, okay, whole upon square root of, how to find magnitude? This is magnitude of a. Now I am telling you this, 1 square plus 2 square plus 2 square. So this is going to be what? 3. So this I cap plus 2j cap plus 2k cap by 3 is your unit vector. Clear everybody? Yes? Okay. Now unit vector in the direction of x-axis. So this is your x-axis. Now unit vector in the direction of x-axis will be I cap. So answer is I cap. Unit vector in direction of y-axis, j cap, and this is k cap. I think this so everybody should be aware. Yes? You don't have to find the direction of null vector because the direction is not fixed. It is any direction. Okay, any direction means any random direction. Okay, now two things I want you to notice. I want you to imagine, everybody. Number of unit vectors perpendicular to a given plane in space is 2. Now understand what I am trying to say. Suppose you have, do I have anything? Do I have any book with me? Oh no, not book, but I do have my pen tab. Okay, let's understand with pen tab. This is my pen tab, right? And now, oh, the condition of pen tab is very bad. I am so sorry. Huh? But anyway, number of unit vectors perpendicular to a given plane in space. Suppose this is my plane. This is my plane. Now we are looking for how many unit vectors can exist perpendicular to this. So one in this direction above and one in downward direction. So there will be only 2. Now you must be wondering, ma'am, hold on. This is your vector you are saying, which is a unit vector perpendicular to your plane. Now can this not be a vector? Can this not be your vector? Can this not be your vector? Can this? Ma'am, there are so many infinite vectors. What are you saying? See, all the vectors which you are seeing, na, this vector, this vector, this vector, this, all are same only, na, because it has this, the direction of this vector is same as this vector, is same as this vector, and magnitude is 1. Correcto? Correcto mundo, everybody. So number of unit vectors is 2. One above and one below. Suppose this is a plane. This smart board is a plane. How many vectors, unit vectors, are perpendicular to this? So one your side and one away from your side. 2 vectors. Okay. Number of unit vectors perpendicular to a given line. Now we need a line. For line I have this. Okay, now tell me. This is my line. I need to calculate number of unit vectors perpendicular to this. So ma'am, there is this my finger, can you see? And this, this. Suppose this is your pen. So this is perpendicular is this. this. Can you see? So a circle will be getting formed, ellipse type. Infinite. Now you're getting it. Are you able to imagine why this is 2 and why this is infinite? Okay. Yes, suppose there is a line. So you'll have this, like that. Every direction. Every direction. Okay. All right. Now, you know what? You will understand this slide. The number of unit vectors slide a little better if you understand this. Okay. Yes, if you understand this slide, very important. You know what? Mathematics vector and physics vector are slightly different. Okay. So in mathematics, we will study free vectors. Okay, free vectors means that if I say this is a vector A and if I say this is a vector B, A and B both are same magnitude, same direction. So you know what that means? If you do not change the direction, all the vectors are same only. You will not consider these two as two different vectors. Free vectors, that means that maintain same magnitude and direction regardless of its position. You can change the position, but make sure the direction is same. So all the vectors which are having same magnitude and same direction are same in mathematics. But ma'am, why they are not same in physics? Why they are not same in physics? Go, have you asked this from your physics teacher? Because you know what? Suppose this block is there and I have to apply force of 2 Newton, and if I change the point of application and I'll be like, chalo, let's apply 2 Newton in the air just right above the box. Now both the vectors are same only na. So fir position if I have changed, I have kept direction same, magnitude same. But ma'am, so this is also a force, but this vector or this force will not do anything to this block. But this force will do. Can you see the difference over here? Because in physics, point of application matters. That's why physics people used fixed vectors or localized vectors. Okay, so you might get confused. In physics, vector is very different now. Maths vector is different now. Okay, terminologies are same, dot, cross, but the application part. Getting it? Give you a big thumbs up. All righty. Yes. Okay. Now, let's now start understanding the concepts, that what happens when two vectors interact, two vectors together, when they are parallel, when they are perpendicular, when they are having angle between them, the product between two vectors. Okay, now we'll speed up. Okay, so when two vectors are parallel, when two vectors are parallel, okay, so what can happen is A and B are two non-zero, non-parallel. Okay, when A and B are parallel, right? So over here, understand. Okay, I think this is a generic thing. If we will get into this, then you know what, I will tell you what is important for problem solving. Okay, if two vectors are parallel, then you can write A is equals to lambda times B. Okay, two vectors are parallel. This is also called as like vectors. Like vectors. Both direction is same. A is equals to lambda times B. Unlike vectors, that means both are anti-parallel. Can you see parallel but direction opposite? So now here also I will write the same thing. A is equals to lambda B. Okay. Here also I will be writing the same thing. But you know what? Here lambda will be greater than 0. Lambda will be positive. Here lambda will be negative. Lambda negative sign indicates that the direction is opposite of each other. Okay, so this is very important and we'll understand it with the help of this. Okay, so these two vectors are given as parallel. Okay, now lambda is given. Can you see here lambda is given? So I can't write A is equals to lambda B. I can write A is equals to X times B. Okay. So A vector is what? 2I cap minus 3J cap plus K cap and is equals to X. 8I cap plus lambda J cap plus 4K cap. Now compare. So 2 is equals to 8x. X is nothing but 1 by 4. Minus 3 is equals to x lambda. So x, so you have calculated minus 3 is equals to 1 by 4 lambda. So lambda is coming out as minus 12. And here you go. Done, done, done. Done. Now this is the normal procedure, but some direct ninja style do you want to do? We can see that these two vectors are parallel. If these two are parallel, remember parallel lines we used to study in, have I done any mistake here? 1 by 4 is x. Correct. Correct. Yeah, yes. So remember was parallel lines concept in straight lines, same concept. Can you see 2 multiply 4? You are getting 8. And here also 1 multiply 4. You are getting 4. So minus 3. If you multiply 4, you are going to get lambda. So minus 12 will be lambda. Directly you don't have to do this. Don't have to do this. Okay. Right? Directly we can do that. Please understand ninja style. Okay, so lambda is coming out as minus 12. Okay, so another definition, let's understand a couple of definitions so that we can actually solve good PYQs, right? Position vector. What is a position vector? So suppose you have a x-axis, y-axis and a z-axis. Okay. Now you have a point which is A comma B comma C. And this is your O and this is your P. So OP vector will be AI cap plus BJ cap plus CK cap. This is your OP vector. Okay. So position vector, and this OP is nothing but position vector of point P. Position vector of point P. Correct? Now in this plane only, if 2 points are given, okay, in this plane, this is x2, y2, x2, y2, z2. This is x1, y1, z1. This is p and this is q. Correct? Okay. And you have to write pq vector. So pq vector is nothing but position vector pv. Understand this point. PQ vector is PV of Q, PV of point Q minus PV of point P. What is PV of point Q? Ma'am, this is the definition of position vector of any point would be nothing but what? So this is OQ. OQ minus OP. So PQ vector will be what? OQ minus OP. What is OQ? So ma'am, OQ will be x2 I cap, y2 j cap, right? So if you solve it, you will get x2 minus x1 I cap plus y2 minus y1 j cap plus z2 minus z1 k cap. Got it, everybody? Right? Shall I give you one small question? Yes. Can you tell me position vector of point QP? QP, everybody. QP will be what? OQ minus OP. So Q minus P basically, right? 1 minus I cap and then 2 minus 1 j cap plus 4 minus 3 k cap. Okay, yes. So clearly it is minus 1 I cap plus 1 j cap plus 1 k cap. One thing I would like to tell you, and this is important for JEE Main. You know what? It is so frustrating to write I and then apply a cap. J cap, K cap. What is this? Oops, I have done a mistake. Sorry, I am talking about PQ. Let's calculate PQ. PQ is OQ minus OP, right? And what about QP? QP will be OP minus OQ. So it is going to be 1, minus 1 and minus 1. Okay. So I don't feel like writing I cap, J cap, tuck. I feel so irritated. So I just write minus 1, 1, 1. Life is so easy. You can write brackets. So this is I component, J component, K component. Can I do that? Give me a big thumbs up. Now on, I will not write I, J, K, cap. So many caps. Okay. Now one more definition. What are coplanar vectors? Tell me coplanar vectors that lie in a same plane. Suppose these two vectors are coplanar vectors. But if I just write third vector, which is not aligning in this plane, can you see this? This is outside. This is like this. So this is non-coplanar. This vector is non-coplanar with these two. Okay. So two vectors are always coplanar, right? Because you know what? Two vectors, if I just say that these two vectors. So any two vectors can create their own plane. Any two vectors can create their own plane, right? So two vectors are always coplanar. Three or more vectors may or may not be coplanar. Three or more vectors may or may not be coplanar. Okay. Now let's talk about how to find angle between two vectors. How to find is a later topic, but let's understand what is angle between two vectors. Suppose this is a vector and this is a vector. So this is a theta. So here theta is nothing but angle between A vector and B vector. But if at all, this is your one vector and this is your another vector, and this angle is given as theta. Find angle between A and B. So understand now, right now, theta is not at all your, right now theta is not angle between A and B. So ma'am, why not? Because the definition of angle says tail of one vector should be connected with tail of another vector. So we have to do an adjustment. So this is an angle, I will extend this. This is B vector. Free vector, no? Without changing direction, I can change the position. So now tail to tail. Do you know that song? That very good song, A.R. Rahman. How many of you know A.R. Rahman? Very good music composer. So I love his one of very good compositions, which is Taal se taal milao, Taal se taal milao, tail se tail milao, tail se tail milao. Can you see? This is the angle. This is pi minus theta. So angle between A and B is pi minus theta. Right? So tail se tail milana is very important. Now magnitude of a vector, I don't think so I have to teach it. AB vector is x I cap plus y j cap plus z k cap. Tell me, square root of x square plus y square plus z square is AB vector. And how do you write? Magnitude of AB. Okay? Yes? Alright. Chalo. Let's start questions now. Ready for the questions? Let's start questions. Find the vector in the direction of A vector that has magnitude 7 units. Basic question, not a JEE main level, but concept building question, right? Vector in the direction of this. First of all, let's do one thing now. Let's calculate a unit vector, because unit vector I know has magnitude 1. Okay, so basically all I have to write it is a unit vector a cap, but I will multiply 7 in that. This is my answer. So it will be 7 now. Do you know the formula of a cap? A cap is a vector upon magnitude of a. So 7 times a vector, a is I minus 2j upon square root of 1 square plus 2 square. So 7 by root 5 I cap minus 2j cap. Done and dusted. Tick, tick, tick. Okay. All right. Yes. Now some beautiful comments you have written on the YouTube channel, everywhere, in Telegram. Can you see? Even I'm reading. Okay, so this is from Sigma Crash Course, right? Thanks a lot from bringing this crash course. I was stuck in some Eklavya question and this will help me a lot. Everything from notes to PYQ to doubt discussion, or at this point, honestly, best decision ever. Game changer. Okay, so these are all recent comments, right? So, yes. And make sure that you keep on dropping such comments, because see, if we are working towards you, and if we are not getting honest feedback, then how will we know that, oh, this is what we have done right and this is where we need to improve, right? So make sure that you keep on telling us, and wherever you are going to write on any channel, we are reading your comments. That's the only way I think I am connected. Vedantu is connected to you. YouTube, Telegram. So just keep on writing. Sometimes we don't reply, we get time and we reply and we collect and we put your comments also on the digital board. Okay. Yes. Cool. Triangle law of addition. Acha, triangle law of addition says, let me tell you, suppose triangle is there. And this is your A vector and this is your B vector. This is your B vector and this is your C vector. So understand, A plus B is equals to C. A plus B is equals to C. So A plus B is equals to C. Now, you know what? To some people, this triangle law might look a little confusing. And same parallelogram law also. And you know what? Triangle law, parallelogram law, you can actually skip. And no need to study triangle law. No need to study parallelogram law. Because you have loop law of addition. Let's study triangle and parallelogram, both law in ninja style. Okay. Suppose you have this. Suppose you have this. And this is, you know what, this law which I'm telling you know is applicable for everywhere. So this is your A vector, this is your B vector, this is your C vector. Now you have to write you have to write the equivalent expression, right? Triangle law was so confusing, ma'am. Which direction? I don't know. Triangle law mean no, nothing is like loop law mean nothing should be like fixed. Nothing should be standard. Just pick any vertex. Pick any vertex. From where do you want to start, ma'am? I want to start from this point. Okay. Now you'll be like, okay, very easy. Understand. A vector. If you are going in that direction, write positive A vector. Okay. Then if you are, so you are going like this. This is your loop. Create a loop. So you'll start from here and you will end here only. Okay. So A cap, then B cap. So B cap also, ma'am, same direction. So plus B. Now if you are here. Now you have to come back. Can you see you are going opposite to C? Opposite to C. So minus C cap is equals to 0. And this is A plus B is equals to C. Do you want to try one thing? Okay, let's try one thing, one complicated thing. Suppose this is right here. So this is your A vector. This is your 2A vector. This is your minus A vector. This is your B vector. Okay, and this is your minus B vector. Sorry, not minus B. This is your B vector. Okay. You can pick any starting point and start writing. Do you want to do this with me? You can start from here, here, wherever. And you can take any direction. You want to go like this or like this. Just create a loop. Ma'am, I think this loop, let's go clockwise. So now you'll start from here, correct? So ma'am, we are going with the direction A vector. With the direction 2A vector. This is sorry plus. Huh. Now against the direction ma'am minus A. Against the direction minus B. And with the direction plus B and equals to 0. This is your loop law. This is your loop law. So minus A plus A cancel, minus B plus B cancel. So it is coming out as 2A is equals to 0. So that means A is also 0. Anyway, this was my created question. Okay, like that. Clear? Yes? Alright, so A is coming out as null vector in this particular thing. So this is your loop law. Okay? Now, okay. Now 3 points. Suppose 3 points are given to you. Now, one more thing. This topic, you have seen this topic in straight lines. Remember? 3 points are given to you and area of triangle you have to equate it to 0, right? Now, the same question can be done in an easier manner. Ninja style coming your way, everyone. Colinearity of 3 points, correct? So you have 3 points A, B and C. 3 points are collinear, that means these 3 points lie on a line. Okay, so can I say that AB vector is parallel to BC vector? Right? So can I write is parallel, not equal, parallel. So ma'am, you told about parallel. Collinear and parallel are same only. Collinear becomes parallel eventually. So AB is equals to lambda times BC. This is the condition. Now you know what? You'll be like, ma'am, this is so easy. Will JEE Main give such questions? Yes, JEE Main do give such question, right? Right. Now can you see this question? Let's understand. 2A minus 3B. This is, let's say, point A. This is point B. And this is point C. Our position vector of 3 points A, B and C. So we need to figure out, are they collinear? Are they collinear? Are they collinear? So yes, ma'am, let's see now. First of all, find AB. AB vector. So ma'am, AB vector will be B minus A. Remember position vector. Position vector. B minus A. So B minus A means B vector minus A vector. And calculate BC vector. BC will be C minus B. So A minus B minus B. Okay. So it is going to be what? Tell me. So 4B minus 2A. And this is what? A minus 2B. Can you see? Can you see? If I multiply minus 2 in this. Okay. So AB, I can clearly see AB is equals to what? Lambda times BC. Where lambda is coming out as minus 2. So definitely these two are collinear. In collinear, if I talk about collinear vectors, if I talk about, it is actually unlike vectors, to be very specific. So answer is collinear. Have a look. Let me know. Yes, everybody? Collinear, right? Give me a big thumbs up if you are understanding this. Chalo, let's do this. Now I will give some time to you. I'll sip some water and 10 seconds you have to do this question. Let's see how many of you can do in 10 seconds. A, B and C are collinear, then the value of P. Value of P. Okay, so one way, shall I do it with ninja style? Ready for the ninja style? Ready for the ninja style? Within 10 seconds, I can give you this answer, huh? Within 10 seconds. Ready for the 10-second thing? Okay. So ninja style says, since the vector are collinear, see, 2 minus P is equals to lambda times P minus I. Some value will be there. P minus 1. Correct? Alright. Next. 3 minus 9 is minus 6 is equal to 9 minus 8. So it is going to be 9 minus 8. So 8. This lambda. This is your lambda. This is also your lambda. Okay, so from here lambda value you can see is minus 3 by 4. Put it over here. So 2 minus P is equals to minus 3 by 4 P minus 1, and that's it. Okay, so 4 2s are 8 minus 4P minus 3P plus 3. So it is going to be P is equals to 5. Hold on. No, this is again a lengthier approach. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, yes, we'll keep this. AC is equals to, right. So see, this minus this, 2 minus 1, correct? 2 minus 1 is equals to, basically what I'm trying to do is, yes, AC, lambda AC is equals to AB. This is what I'm trying to do. Okay. See, if 3 vectors are collinear, then this is the condition, right? Now I am trying to reduce the steps. Okay, AB vector, tell me, ma'am, AB vector is B minus S. So this is P minus 2 is equals to lambda times now AC. AC is C minus, so this is what? I minus 2, so minus 1. Okay. Second will be AB vector, right? So this is A, B, B. Sorry, AB, where is AB? 2 minus P, or this is, yes, is equals to lambda times AC. AB vector is what? B minus A, right? So P minus 2, correct. Is equals to lambda C minus A, now correct. So minus lambda, first equation. Now, this is again AB in y cap. So it is going to give you 9 minus 3, 6 is equals to lambda times, now AC is C minus, so minus 1, minus 1 minus 3. Minus 1 minus 3 is minus 4. Yes. So clearly lambda is coming out as what? Minus 3 by 2. And you have to plug in over here. So P minus 2 is equals to 3 by 2. P is equals to 3 by 2 plus 2. And P is equals to 5 by 2. Okay. Alright. Yes. Let me explain you one more time the ninja technique. Okay. What we are trying to do over here is nothing but same thing. AB is equals to lambda AC. Okay. So now it's up to you that you have to decide whether you write AB is equals to lambda BC, AB is equals to lambda AC. Okay. That it's up to you. Now understand what's the problem. AB is equals to lambda BC is a bad idea. Bad idea. Why? Because see, B is coming here, B is coming here, and B is unknown. Why do you want to use unknown term? So rather than that, why don't you write AC? Because AC both are known. And one time to AB you should write, because one unknown should be there in your equation, right? So AB is equals to lambda times AC. Now what is AB? Can anybody tell me? So AB vector. Now understand AB vector. So AB vector will be what? P minus 2 I cap and 9 plus 6 j cap. Correct? What is BC vector? Everybody. So BC, sorry, not BC, AC, right? BC is a bad idea. AC. AC will be C minus A, correct? So this is minus I and minus 4. So minus I and minus 4j. Correct? Now you just have to, once you have written this now, just take proportion. So P minus 2 upon minus 1 is equals to 6 upon minus 4. So if you are going to solve this, P will be 7 by 2. Okay? Right? So this is, yes, 7 by 2. So not 5 by 2, 7 by 2. Okay. Clear? Everybody? Yes? Okay. Now here comes very important, pretty much important topic, dot product. Okay? Short one question you can expect from dot product. What is dot product or scalar product also? Dot or scalar product. Okay? So A dot B is equals to AB cos theta. Okay? Here AB cos theta, magnitude of A, magnitude of B cos theta. Okay? Where theta is angle between them. Theta is angle between them. So A and B. This is how we write. Angle between them. Angle between A and B is theta. Okay. So A dot B. Correct. Now understand. Let's understand A dot B, everyone. A dot B. When exactly this is going to be positive? When exactly this is going to be negative? When exactly it is going to be 0? So case number 1. See, understand. This, if theta is an acute angle. So case number 1, if your theta belongs to 0 to pi by 2. Theta belongs to 0 to pi by 2. Acute angle. If theta belongs to 0 to pi by 2, tell me this magnitude of A positive, magnitude of B positive, cos theta also positive, first quadrant. Okay. So in this case, A dot B will be positive. Why? Because cos theta positive in first quadrant. So A dot B, whenever you see A dot B is 3. Ma'am, A dot B is coming 3. That means cos theta is positive. Okay. That means theta is acute. Okay. So if theta is acute, dot product is positive. Second, theta belongs to. Now suppose your angle is pi by 2 to pi. So your A dot B. Because A is positive always, B is positive, but because now your angle is obtuse, second quadrant, theta is second quadrant, so this time A dot B negative. So if I ask you that A dot B is negative, what do you understand by this statement, ma'am? A dot B is coming negative, that means cos theta is negative. Cos theta is only negative in second quadrant, ma'am. Theta is second quadrant. Getting it? Alright. Now third, very important. If theta is equals to pi by 2, that means this implies A is perpendicular to B. Very, very important. Very, very important. If two vectors are perpendicular to each other, what happens? Ma'am, cos 90 degree happens. Tell me. A dot B is equals to 0. Very important. Getting it? Understanding it? Yes? Alrighty. Alright, so this is very, very important. Very important. Shall I just do this? Let's do some bona. What do we say? Some beautification. Some beautification done. And this also, right? Line. I need a line. Okay. 3 pointers you should remember. Okay. Now suppose you are having A vector as A1 I cap plus A2 j cap plus A3 k cap, and B vector is B1 I cap plus B2 j cap plus B3 k cap. Find A dot B. A dot B. Okay. So here A dot B, how will you find? Formula. A dot B is nothing but A1 B1. So product of corresponding I component plus A2 B2 plus A3 B3. Correct? This is A dot B. Correctamundo? Yes. Now A vector is given and B vector is given. We know the formula. A dot B is equals to magnitude of A, magnitude of B, cos theta. So cos theta. Can anybody talk about cos theta? Okay, so cos theta. Can anybody talk about this cos theta? So ma'am, cos theta will be A dot B upon magnitude of A, magnitude of B. Okay, now angle between two vectors, my dear students. Angle between two vectors, huh? So angle between two vectors, if you have to calculate angle between two vectors. Okay, major PYQs are coming your way. Okay, see these days now that I sometimes I am also human. I also scroll through shorts and all, so I get that synchronicity numbers 11 11, 22 22, right? So now I think you should get 60606. Can you see 0606 synchronicity? What does that mean? That manifest PYQs in this session. A lot of PYQs are coming your way. Just wait for a while, okay? Yes. Angle between two vectors. Okay. Angle between two vectors will be what? Cos theta is equals to A dot B. Can you see? A1 B1 plus A2 B2 plus A3 B3 whole upon square root of magnitude of A. Can anybody tell me? Ma'am, A1 square plus A2 square plus A3 square and B1 square plus B2 square plus B3 square. Just one very important point. Very important point. What happens when theta becomes 90 degree? What happens when angle is perpendicular? So when A is perpendicular to B, that means this numerator will become 0. So A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 is equals to 0. Okay. Are we ready for problems now? A little some problems. Okay. Just one concept, one more concept and a couple of problems. How many of you are ready? How many of you are ready? Ready in the chat box. Ready. Break. It's very difficult for me to give break because if I am going to give break, then the session I won't be able to complete. Okay. So please, then I have to rush to another class and then I won't be able to finish this and I will have to go to the next class. Okay, so 15-20 minutes I will not get. Then shall I take another session for just 15-20 minutes? So what we can do is we can manage. Okay. Yes, PDF you will get after this session. Chalo. Projection of very important topic. Very important. Very important. Very important. Okay. Every year projection question you will see definitely in JEE Maths. Okay, so what they are saying is, suppose you have a vector B and you have a vector A. You want to take projection of A vector on B vector. So projection P will be A dot B upon magnitude of B. Understand that projection may two vectors are involved. Correct? So you just have to take dot product A dot B. By the way, A dot B, B dot A both are same. Okay, so let me tell you properties of dot product. A dot B is equals to B dot A. Correct? Okay, so A dot B upon, in the denominator, which vector will be written? On which vector you are taking projection? Ma'am, B vector. B vector is the base vector. Okay, so base vector will be in the denominator. So projection of A on B. On which vector? B vector. So that's why B is in the denominator. Now let's focus on this question, this P by Q. Slightly lengthy, but at least it will clear your concepts. Are we ready? Okay. So just listen to me, okay? Don't do it. Let me do it. Understand it. First question, one question. Let me do it. You just do it along with me. Correct? And just tell me that yes. And apply your brains also. But don't just solve it on yourself. Correct? Alpha vector is given and beta is also given. Correct? Alpha is given and beta is also given. Correct? Now beta 1 is parallel to alpha vector. So beta 1, ma'am, beta 1 is not given. Okay, anyway, one information I have got that beta 1 vector is parallel to alpha vector. Okay. So beta 1 to ma'am I will be able to write lambda times alpha 4, 3, 5. Can you see? This style of writing will save your time. Okay, ma'am. And B2 is perpendicular to alpha. So ma'am, another thing is given, B2 is perpendicular to alpha. Correct? Tell me quickly in the chat box, if two vectors are perpendicular, what's the game? Dot product is 0. So ma'am, we have just learned B2 dot alpha is 0. Correct? Okay. Beta is B1 plus B2, and this is what we need to figure out. Right now understand, B2 though I don't have. B2 I don't have, right? Alpha I have, but I cannot create this dot product right now. So what we can do is, we can actually write beta 1. Beta 1 tell me is 4 lambda, 3 lambda, 5 lambda. Okay. Now this information is given, which gives me beta 2. So beta 2 tell me what? Ma'am, beta minus beta 1. And these two are with me. So beta minus beta 1. What is beta? So 1. 1 minus 4 lambda. Okay. Comma. Now beta minus beta 1. So this is your beta and this is your beta 1. Subtract 2 minus 3 lambda. Okay, ma'am. Minus 4 minus 5 lambda. So minus 4 minus 5 lambda. And it is beta 2. Okay. This is your beta 2, everyone. Correcto? So now that you have your beta 2, why don't you do one thing? Beta 2 dot alpha should be 0. Correct? Where is alpha? Find alpha. So that means this is beta 2 and this is alpha. Make it 0. Okay. So 1 minus 4 lambda into 4. 1 minus 4 lambda into 4. Correct? 2 minus 3 lambda into 3. Minus 4 minus 5 lambda into 5. Should be 0. Dot product is equals to 0. Everybody getting it? This will give you the value of lambda 1 by 1. So 4 minus 16 lambda. So this is 4. Correct? Let's do it now. 4. 4 plus 6. 4 plus 6 minus 20. 4 plus 6 minus 20. So 10 minus 20. So minus 10. Okay. Now minus 16 minus 9. So minus 25. Minus 25. One more minus 25. So minus 50 lambda is equals to 0. Lambda is coming out as minus 1 by 5. The moment you have your lambda, now what are they asking? They are asking B2 dot something. Basically you need B2 and B2 is right here. Just put the value of lambda over here. So B2 will be what? 1 plus 4 by 5. So 9 by 5. 2 plus 3 by 5. 2 plus 3 by 5. 13 by 5. And minus 4 plus 1. Minus 4 plus 1 is minus 3. Is it your beta 2, everybody? Minus 3 by beta 2 is hold on. This is your beta 2. Absolutely. Correct? Okay. Now you just have to take dot product. So let's take dot product. So 5 times beta 2 dot this. So 9 by 5 plus 13 by 5 minus 3 is your answer. 9 plus 13. 22. 22 minus 15. 7. 7. 7, 7, 7. Option C, absolutely right. Okay? Yes? Clear? Perfecto? Have a look. See, now this question will be very difficult if you are messing up with calculation, messing up with so many things. But you know what? Because see, so many things are there. Beta, beta 1, beta 2. But don't you think this question is not very difficult? It's just that they have given you so much of data so to scare you. Alpha is also there, beta is also there, beta 1 is also there, beta 2 is also there, and then dot product, cross product, parallel, perpendicular, so many things are given, right? But if you understand it step by step, decode it, this question is not as tough as it seems to be, correct? Another question, are we ready for it? Yes. Okay. A and B, B2. By the way, this is JEE 2025 PYQ. Now you will get the actual feel that whether you are able to do vector questions or not. Okay, this question I have high hopes that Ninja Ma'am students will do this question. Let's see. A and B are 2 unit vectors and the angle between them is pi by 3. Okay. Now these two vectors are perpendicular. Okay. That means dot product between them is 0. Right? Correct? So let's do it. Okay. So lambda A and 3A. Just take dot product. Okay. So lambda A 3A. 3 lambda A dot A. Correct? Plus 2B. So 6 A dot B. Okay. And now lambda A dot B. Sorry, lambda square A dot B. And minus 2 lambda B dot B is equals to 0. Okay. Correct. Now, ma'am, A dot A dot product. What is A dot A? Ma'am, A dot B is what? AB cos theta. A dot A is what? A cos 0 degree, because an angle makes 0 degree with itself. Cos 0 degree is 1. So A dot A will be what? A is a unit vector, magnitude is 1. So this is just 3 lambda. Correct? Plus 6. Magnitude of A dot B is what? AB cos theta, magnitude of A 1. Magnitude of B 1. And cos pi by 3 is 1 by 2. Okay, so basically A dot A is equals to B dot B is 1, and A dot B, tell me, 1 into cos 60 degree, that is half. Okay, we'll use it, half. Minus lambda square by 2 again, and minus 2 lambda is equals to 0. Correct? Okay, so this is 3. So it is going to be 3 lambda. So lambda plus 3 minus lambda square by 2 is equals to 0. And here it will give you lambda square by 2 minus lambda minus 3 is equals to 0. So lambda square minus 2 lambda minus 6 is equals to 0. This is what your expression is. Now what they are saying is number of values in this. So you have to solve it. Lambda will be equals to 2 plus minus square root of b square plus 24 upon 2. So this is 1 plus minus root 7. These are the two values of lambda. Now 1 plus root 7, everybody. Root 7, 2 point something. So 3 point something. This is actually rejected. And 1 minus root 7 is 1 minus 2 point something minus 1 point 1 minus 2 point something, right? 1 minus 2 point something. So it is going to give you minus 1 point something. Can you see one value is 3 point something, other value is minus 1 point something? What does that mean? That in this range between minus 1 value is greater than 3 and one value is even less than minus 1. In this particular range, I am not getting anything. 0 is the answer, my dear students. JEE Main 2025, not a very difficult question but slightly tricky. I mean, you can doubt yourself that what is happening. Any lambda is not even matching, and then you'll be like, acha, can 0 be the answer? Oh yes, 0 can be the answer. Right? Yes, Rajkumar, this is a trap question. Correct? Alright, now this is one thing. Next topic. One thing which is actually, most students ignore this. Most students don't even know it. Okay? And when the JEE Main PYQ or the JEE Main question arise, they'll be like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do in this question. Right? What is this theorem in plane which says, suppose two vectors are given to you, A and B. And the third vector you have to write. It could be R vector, C vector. This third vector is coplanar with A and B. Or you can say that third vector is in plane with two vectors. Can you see? Any vector coplanar with other two vectors can be written down as what? So R vector is equals to XA plus YB. Okay. So whenever you see this statement in JEE Main PYQ, when you see JEE Main PYQ and when you see that a statement is written that a vector is coplanar with other given two vectors, always remember theorem in plane is your friend, my dear students. Yes? Are you getting my point? Shall I show you what kind of question can be there in JEE Main? See this, JEE Main 2025 PYQ. People only know dot product, people only know cross product, people only know basic things of vectors. They don't know theorem in plane. They don't even know that this topic exists in their book, and this is important also. They skip that topic. They don't know how to write a vector which is coplanar with other two vectors. And you know what? Can you see? A and B are two vectors. C be the third vector which is in plane with A and B. Can you see? Direct statement from theorem in plane. And you know what? This is not JEE Main 2025. This is JEE Main 2024. Go check. 23, 22, 21. Every year they are asking. But still students don't know. And then they say it's very difficult to get into NIT and IIT because JEE Main is tough. No, you are not paying attention. There is a set pattern in JEE Main, right? We are teaching you. But see, students are not ready to study. They just want that don't teach me coplanar, just tell me how to get marks. Okay? Alright. Now see, the moment I write, I think the whole question is all about theorem in plane. That's it. If you know theorem in plane, the whole question will be done. So C vector is X A vector plus Y B vector. Correct? So C vector will be X A. Tell me 1, 2, 3 plus Y. Tell me 3, 1 minus 1. So C vector will be what? X plus 3Y. comma 2x plus y, comma 3x minus y. I cap, j cap, k cap component, right? Now what they are giving is C is perpendicular to B. So this C vector is perpendicular to B. That means C dot B is 0. First condition, C dot B is equals to 0. So take dot product quickly. X plus 3y into 3. Okay. 2x plus y into 1. Dot product. 3x minus y into minus 1 is equals to 0. So 3x plus 2x, 5x. So 3x minus 3 is gone, 2x. 3 3s are 9 plus 1, 10. 10 plus 1 plus 11y is equals to 0. This is the first condition between x and y. Now one more thing. A dot C they are giving as 5. Correct? So A dot C again. Second. A dot C is 5. So dot product x plus 3y into 1 plus 2 times 2x plus y and plus 3 times 3x minus y is equals to 5. X plus 4x, 5x, 5 plus 9 is 14x. Correct? 3 plus 2, 5. 5, also 3 minus 3 is gone and this is plus 2. Plus 2y is equals to 5. X and y value, everybody. Can you find x and y value? If I multiply 7 in this and then subtract. Okay. 77 minus 2, 75y is equals to 5. So y is equals to 15. 1 by 15. The moment your y is 15, x will be what? Minus 11 by 30. Like this. Okay. So x and y value you will have. The moment you will put x and y value, six minus 11 minus 5 by 30. Yes. Now the moment you put x and y value, see, C vector will be what? X plus 3y, correct? So minus 11 by 30 plus 3 into y. Where is y? Where are you? 1 by 15. Okay. Solve it. To make it, multiply 2 by 2. Okay. So C vector will be what? X component. X component of C vector. Everybody. So this is 6 minus 5 by 30. So minus 1 by 6. Okay. Minus 1 by 6. Or hold on. I have multiplied it by 7. So 14 cancel. 2y minus 77. So negative. Yes. This is negative and this is positive. Correct. So now this is positive and this is negative. So C is equals to 1 by 6. Correct. Similarly, if you will solve it, your xy component, if you will put, your C vector will be right here, which is 1 by 6. And y component is 2 by 3 and z component is 7 by 6. This is your C vector. Calculation of final C vector is slightly lengthier, but yes, this is how it is. C vector. Magnitude of C is what they are asking. So it is going to be what? Square root of 1 by 36 plus 4 by 9 plus 49 by 36. And here if you multiply 4 by 4, you will get 14 and 50. 50 plus 16. 66. So root 66 upon 36. Correct? This is what you're going to get. And 6, 11, 6, root 11 by 6 is the answer. So root 11 by 6. Okay. Rajkumar is saying how to do calculation speedily. That's what you are doing wrong. You are running behind speed, and speed will ruin the question. You have to go at your own pace. Correct? If you are going to speed up, okay, then what will happen? Calculation mistake will happen. So all you have to do is just follow your pace, keep following your pace, and avoid calculation mistake, because you know what? Speed, actually the speed of question is depending upon that how, like, if you are able to do the question in first attempt or not. What you do is you go behind, you run behind speed, you compromise the accuracy. Again, multiplication, division, addition will get compromised, and then you again restart that question. It will waste a lot of your time. Rather than that, go a little slow, be a little careful. It might take 5 or 10 seconds, right? Let me tell you, it is exactly same like riding a scooty or a car. So let me tell you, my brother, rough driver, rash driver, I never go with him anywhere because I know he doesn't drive good. And you know what? Why I just realized that I keep a time, I keep a track. He always is always rushing. And you know what? How much time he is able to save? Trust me, guess how much time? After so much taking risk, rushing, and everything, and troubling all the people on the road, but he is only able to save 5 seconds. Just 5 seconds, 10 seconds. What is he doing in those 10 seconds? Nothing. Okay. So sometimes what happens when we start doing question, we think that, okay, let's do it quickly, and meanwhile we make a mistake. Then we redo that question, and we end up spending more time. It happens. You don't even know. And back of your mind, you'll be like, my brother is also, I will be saving time. 15 minutes I will save. 15 minutes you are not saving, bro. You are saving 5 seconds. And at the cost of calculation error, -1 will happen. And there too, accident will happen. What are you doing, bro? I always explain him, but he doesn't understand. And I give him proof also that I will time you, you go from here to work, it will take 10 minutes, and if you are rushing, it will take 10 minutes, 10 seconds only, 10 seconds less only. Correct? So go slow, go at your speed, and gradually your speed will come. But if you are going to compromise on accuracy, speed will not get better. Okay? Alright, now vector product, ready for it? Yes, this is actually a very good topic, important. A cross B is equals to A B sine theta n cap. Yes, ninja techniques are coming your way, don't worry. Okay, now understand. This is a vector product. Can you see on the right hand side? A, B sine theta. This is a scalar quantity, but n cap is a vector quantity. Here n cap is representing a vector perpendicular to A and B. Okay. Basically, A cross B is representing a vector which is perpendicular to A and B both. And which is very important. Let's understand this, Just like I told you, there are some questions dedicated to theorem in plane. You should be able to write a vector which is coplanar with other two vectors. Yes or no? You should be able to write a vector which is coplanar to other two vectors. In same manner, you should be able to write a vector which is perpendicular. This is very important. A vector perpendicular to A and B is nothing but lambda times A cross B. Okay, so anytime at any given point you are reading that statement that there is a vector, and you will read that in JEE Maths 2025 PYQ. There is a vector which is perpendicular to two given vectors even in 3D geometry. So what does that mean? You have to go with cross product. Take out the cross product, and that cross product will be that vector perpendicular to two given vectors. Okay, this lambda is representing the magnitude, because see, this problem statement which is saying that vector perpendicular to A and B, A and B, sorry, not perpendicular to A cross B, this is perpendicular to both A and B both. Okay, yes, lambda is actually optional. Lambda means that you are applying a magnitude. Magnitude can be anything. In fact, it can be given in the question. So there is one more condition which should be given in the question, right? Now let's talk about cross product. Okay, you understand now what is cross product. Let's talk about cross product. A cross B is equals to B cross A property. A cross A, you can tell me. A cross A, sine theta. Sine theta between A vector and A vector is what? Tell me. Sine theta between A vector and A vector, theta is 0 degree, right? Sine 0 is 0. So that's why, what does that mean? That this actually is very important. If two vectors are parallel, okay, just tell me, just one question. A is parallel to B. Tell me the value of A cross B. Everybody in the chat box, important alert. Important alert. Yes, you should be able to answer that very nicely. Okay. All right. And then, yes, if A is parallel to B, then A cross B is 0. Already written over here. Huh? A is perpendicular to B, then what will happen? A cross B is A, B, n cap. That's it. Sine theta will become 1. Okay. Yes. Alrighty. Okay. One more thing. That I cross I, J cross J, K cross K is what? 0. Just like A cross A is 0. But you know what? I cross J and J cross K and K cross I is nothing but K, I and J. This you can get through the cyclic order. Tell me. I, then J, then K. There is a circle. If you want to cross I cross J, the answer will be K. I cross J, the answer will be K. If you want to go J cross I, the answer will be minus K. Okay. Now see, J cross K is I. K cross I is J. Like that. Cyclic order. Okay. No need to remember it. I, J, K, J, K, I and K, I, J. Correct? Okay. All right. Right. Now again one more thing regarding vector product, cross product. Sine theta, if you calculate the value, okay, so for that you have to take the magnitude of it. N cap is the unit vector. N cap magnitude will be 1, so it will go away. Sine theta is magnitude of A cross B upon magnitude of A, magnitude of B. Okay, how to calculate A cross B? By creating a determinant. I hope that everybody is aware how to create determinant. A cross B, first row will be IJK, second row will be A1, A2, A3, third will be B1, B2, B3. So see, I cap will get multiplied with A2, B3 minus A3, B2. Minus, it will be minus J cap. So it will be what? A1, B3 minus B1, A3, and then you will adjust the minus sign and like that. Okay. So let's do a question and understand that how to go for A cross B. Okay. One elementary concept building question. A cross B, ma'am. A cross B. A cross B, ma'am, it is I, J, K. Okay. 2, 2, minus 1, 6, minus 3 and 2. Okay. Let's solve. So this is going to be 4 minus 3. So I cap. 2 2s are 4 plus 6. So minus 8 sorry, 10 j cap, correct? And 3 2s are 6. The minus 6 minus 12. Minus 6 minus 12 is minus 18 k cap. Very clear. If you can handle the determinant rightly, nicely, then the answer will be right in front of you. Okay? Yes, everyone? Clear? Chalo. One question I'll give it to you. Again, a concept building questions. After that, we'll pick up the PYQs based on cross product as well. Okay. So sine theta, you know, is equals to A cross B upon magnitude of A, magnitude of B. Correct? Quickly find A cross B. Quick. I think if you're going to solve it, chalo, I have a solution. See. A cross B is coming out as minus 5, 5 and 5. Magnitude of A, magnitude of B is root 14 and root 6. So your answer will be what? Now A cross B magnitude also. A cross B magnitude. So the magnitude of this will be what? Minus 5. Okay, magnitude of this. 5 if you take common, 5 root 3. 5 root 3 is the magnitude. So this is 5 root 3. A is root 14. Root 6. If you solve it, 5 by 2 root 7. Yes? Okay, easy peasy question. Just plug in the values. A cross B, you know how to calculate. Yes, ma'am. Take modulus of it. So this is 5 root 3. Yes, ma'am. Then magnitude of A, yes, ma'am, we know. Magnitude of B, plug in the values and you'll get the answer. Very difficult, kya? Is it difficult? Tell me. Okay, one very important question, important test. I think every year they are giving this type of question. Very, very important. Very important. What is the category? What is the model? What is the type? Where dot and cross product comes together. Okay? Dot and cross product comes together. Correct? Before that, actually, yes. Not before that, yes. I will tell you Lagrange's identity before that. Okay? Lagrange's identity. You know what? Lagrange's is a scientist, and I have immense respect for all the mathematicians and scientists. But Lagrange is something I have noticed a behavior. Okay, one behavioral pattern in Lagrange's. Me being Ninja Ma'am, teacher being teacher, finding faults in students' notes. Okay. Yes, so what does Lagrange's do? Okay. Suppose one mathematician is working hard. Now see this very carefully. One JEE Main PYQ based on direct Lagrange's identity will be there. Very easy. Okay, so you know what? Do you know this cos theta is equals to a dot b upon magnitude of A, magnitude of B. Yes, how many of you are aware? Everybody, I think. Sin theta, we just studied this. Magnitude of A cross B. This is magnitude, by the way. Magnitude of A, magnitude of B. This was already there in mathematics. Come on. Now, Lagrange's come into the picture. Lagrange's is like wo fashion show is going on, na? So like last minute judge, last minute celebrity. Lagrange's is last minute celebrity. And he says, dot product, cross product, sine theta, cos theta, Okay, now I'll give my identity. So Lagrange's is like, we know that cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. So that means A dot B whole square plus A cross B whole square. Okay. Now this is A square B square is equals to A square B square. This is Lagrange's identity. Come on, Lagrange's. No original work you have. This is what Lagrange is given. Using trigonometry and cross and dot product together. And you know what? In this whole vector chapter, whatever we are studying, have you heard any mathematician name from my mouth? No. Lagrange's has like, okay, now stamp it. My name. My name will always remain forever. Till the time this earth will remain, students will study, Lagrange will be immortal with this identity. Can you imagine? Now, chalo, let's. So there was a question in JEE in 2023, less than 10 seconds. Less than 10-second question. Tell me. Quickly. Sometimes I also feel like that I also do that. Namrata's identity, Ninja's identity. So I know A cross B whole square. So 48 directly, no? Plus A dot B whole square. So I need to calculate, ma'am. Is equals to A square B square. So A dot B whole square, everybody, will be what? 84 minus 48. So it is going to be 36. A dot B whole square. A dot B whole square 36. Rajkumar, please don't do calculation mistake in such less than 10 seconds questions also. Huh? Okay. Chalo. Next question ready? Next question. Now this is, I was telling you, maybe I think I have a feeling that this type of question, so I feel that 99% chances that this type question will be there in JEE Main 2026. Because you may see that, ma'am, why this is 2019 question now? Why are you saying so? Are you serious? Game X crazy GHO. If you are a NEET student, then I mean it will be honestly for someone who is a biology non like medical student, right? Medical students find it very difficult to study vector. How are you sitting and just watching the lecture, huh? I don't even know. Anyway. Now again, can you see A dot C? Lagrange's identity, A dot C, 4 square plus A dot C, then A cross C. Can anybody tell me what is A cross C, ma'am? A cross C is minus B. So minus B magnitude whole square. Okay. So this is dot square, this is cross square, and this is A square and C square, right? Where is A square? So A square is, ma'am, A square is, ma'am, A square is 2, right? See, understand. Lagrange's identity I'll write. Trust me, if you go and watch the solution, very big solution will be there. Okay? But you know what? Lagrange's, even though he is like doing sine square, cos square, mix and match, this is what the manipulators do. Mathematical manipulators. So ninja technique is actually based on Lagrange's identity only, which is saying that A dot B whole square plus A cross B whole square is equals to A square B square. Everybody, now one-liner answer. Are you ready? One-liner answer. Dot product. A, sorry, this is C. C, 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 C. C, 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 C. Huh. A dot C, 4 square 16 plus A cross C is what? Magnitude of B square minus sign will be gone is equals to A square. Tell me, A square is 2 and C square is something which you are calculating. Can you tell me B square? So ma'am, B square, B is root 3. Magnitude of B is root 3. So this is what? Root 3, so 16 plus 3 is equals to 2C square. Can you see C square is 19 by 2? Now just go and check. And in fact, you know what? I just remember that even I was not aware about this ninja technique of mine. Few years back, when I was not getting enough time to focus on ninja techniques, I was just teaching long marathons. And then I also have given the solution, which everywhere that solution is given. Everywhere that solution is given, right? Okay. So now what is the key takeaway from it? This is Ninja Ma'am's 10 years of teaching experience. Now, are you getting my point? Right? So now the moment, and you know what? This is very important. And this is, trust me, not a 10-second question. I made it a 10-second question. Right? I'm going to make a shorts on this question. Ninja Ma'am is only discovering her ninja techniques, okay? Just go and watch, Google it, and you will realize a long solution is given to you. Just right away you go. And you know what? This is repetitive question. By the way, this is not one time they are asking. Go check 2024, 2025 also, 2023 also. Every year they are asking this question. Are you getting my point? Okay. So this is how you have to do. So what is the key takeaway now? I'll spend 10-15 seconds on this. The moment you see cross and dot together, dot and cross, tell me now, what are you going to do? Dot and cross together. Lagrange's identity. Dot product square, cross product square is equals to magnitude of A square, B square. Remember? Okay. This will actually is going to save your time, so that you can spend time in more difficult problems. That's what the agenda is. Okay. One question. Okay. Slightly different question. Lambda is equals to A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A. D vector is given. Okay. Hold on. Understand one thing, that is, don't you think, go in the class 10th, 9th mathematics part, which is A plus B plus C whole square is what? Tell me. Ma'am, A square plus B square plus C square plus 2AB in vector format. Oh, let's take a break then. Okay. No audio. Audio is there. Audio is there, my dear students. This is on. Mic off, you are saying, Saket? No. Audio is there. Please don't say that. Yes. Plus 2 A dot B plus B dot C plus D dot A. Correct? So this is how I related. Can you see what I did? I read the question. I was like A plus B plus C 0, and especially this. A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A reminds me of this mathematical formula. Okay. A plus B plus C whole square. This is 0, ma'am, given to you. A, B, C, 3 are unit vector 3 plus 2. And A dot B is lambda. Can you see that you are having lambda value right away in less than a couple of seconds? So I think option A and B are wrong between C and D. Okay, so all we have to do is we have to focus on D now. Okay, So again, we'll take the help of the given equation, which is this a plus b plus c. What I'm going to do is a plus b plus c. If I am taking cross a plus b plus c, right? Three things I am going to do to understand this a plus b plus c. Okay, is equals to 0. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take cross product with a. This will give me a cross a 0, a cross b and plus a cross c is equals to 0. Now, if I go by the options, they are either asking me a cross c or a cross b. Okay, anyway, 3a cross c or 3a cross b. Okay, I can clearly see this a cross b is equal to, or we can say that this a cross c can be written down as minus c cross a. So what does that mean? That means a cross b is equals to c cross a. That's the first thing I am getting. First equation. Similarly, now this time I am going to multiply with b vector. So b cross a plus b cross c is 0. So b cross c is equals to a cross b. So b cross c is equals to, and this is equals to b cross c only. So understand a cross b, b cross c and c cross a all are equal. So d vector will be equals to 3a cross b, or it will be equals to 3b cross c, or it will be equal to 3c cross a, which means that this is so absolutely wrong, na? 3a cross c is wrong, okay? Because 3c cross a is right, so only D option is correct. Okay? Yes? Alrighty, clear? Okay. Last two topics of vectors, and then we'll be starting 3D geometry. Okay? Ready? Area of triangle. Suppose a triangle is given to you, and this is A, this is B, this is C. This is A vector, this is B vector, this is C vector. So area of triangle will be equals to magnitude of half AB cross AC. Okay? And also half AB vector you can calculate AB cross AC. Now if you'll be like, ma'am, but AB vector is not given to you, what to do? Then you have to calculate it. It will be half. AB is what? B minus A cross this is C minus A. Now if you keep on solving it, you will get half A cross B plus B cross C plus C cross A. This formula, you should be aware about this formula over here. Okay, where A, B, C are vertex. Okay, A, B, C, small a, b, c are vertex. A, B, A, C are sides. So suppose two sides are given to you. Vector parallel to or vector along the side is given, no? Then you don't have to apply your brain. Just cross product, divide by 2, magnitude, done. But if 3 pointers are given to you, then what will you do? Are you going to apply this formula? No. Why, ma'am? Why? You are giving formula. Why can't we apply this formula? Understand? Because cross product between A cross B, cross product between B and C, and cross product between C and A, 3 determinant you are going to solve. What are you saying? It will be more easier that if you know these three things, find AB vector if position of vector of A and B are given. AB will be B minus A, correct? And AC will be C minus A. Now these two vectors you have. Now all you have to do is cross product, take magnitude, divide by 2, done. Okay, right? So this is just, you should be aware about this formula, but I don't think so I have ever used this formula in my whole more than 10 years career. So if I have not used, you also don't use, right? Okay. So now there is one more topic, which is area of parallelogram. Okay. So area of parallelogram is nothing but, if this is your A vector, this is your B vector. Now this time A vector and B vector are different. Understand? This time A vector is side. Basically A and B are two adjacent sides of parallelogram. So this is just magnitude of A cross B. Okay. Now suppose diagonals are also given to you. By the way, diagonal D1. Okay. So D1 is nothing but B plus A, and diagonal D2 is B minus A. Okay. So diagonal you can calculate, and area is also half magnitude of D1 cross D2. Very important, huh? By the way, you must be thinking, ma'am, area of triangle, area of parallelogram, not very important topics. Let's skip it. How many of you are thinking like that? Huh? How many of you are thinking that area of parallelogram not at all important? Please don't do that. So if adjacent sides are given of parallelogram, use this formula. If diagonals are given, use this formula. And this is also important. Sometimes you have to figure out diagonals if sides are given to you. Okay. Shall we do one question asked in JEE Maths 2024? Shall we do one question which was asked in JEE Maths 2024? 2, 3, 5 minus 3, 4 minus 2 be opposite vectors of a parallelogram. Diagonal BD is given. Then area. Can you see now? Indirect question they are asking. So if you're not aware about the concepts, if you just learned the formula A cross B, if you just half D1 cross D2, this question you will not be able to done. Okay. Right. So I think we are almost done with vectors. 3D geometry we are going to start in a while. Don't worry. Okay. Just one more category. I think by 7:20 will be starting. Okay. By 7:20 we'll be starting within 20 minutes. So we'll solve a question. We'll take a 5 minutes break also. I'll come back. We'll start 3D. Okay. Chalo, let's do. A is given 2, 3, 5. This is your A. B. Okay. C is minus 3, 4, minus 2. And D. Can you see diagonal BD is given? That means D2 is given to you, no? And D1 so you can calculate. And you know what? Trust me, D1, D2. No need to get confused at, ma'am, whether to do 2 minus minus 3 or minus 3. Anyway, it is modulus, magnitude, length is something which you are looking for, correct? So D1, tell me. 2 minus minus 3, 5. Then minus 1. Then 7. This is your D1. What is D2, everybody? 1, 2, 3. Cross product. Find the cross product. Can you see? Cross product between two diagonals. It will give you what? Minus 17, minus 8, comma 11. Okay, so cross product you have figured out. So, half D1 cross D2, correct? This is your area. So 1 by 2 and magnitude. So square root of 289 plus 64 plus 121. So 1 by 2 into square root of 474 will be the answer. And here we go. Pure calculation. Option B, absolutely right. Yes, everyone. Notes after the class you can find in the description box. Okay. Alrighty. Correctamundo. Chalo. Last topic of vectors. Okay, you have made it till here, till the end of the vector. Okay. So I have told you in the beginning, the last 1 hour of this session is going to be super duper important. Why? Because it will yield you maximum marks. So yes, I think we are almost towards the end. Now 3D geometry is going to be the most important part. All right. Correct. Now this is something I to have. Let me write. Let me show you the power of Ninja Ma'am. Did you understand what did I just do? What did I just do? What did I just do? This question will be there. Okay. So what is the core concept of such question? I have taught you this in Obsession JEE series also. A cross B is equals to A cross C. These type of equations, my dear students, these type A cross B is equals to A cross C. So what you have to do is set pattern is there. First of all, you have to see directly, you have to write that A is equals to lambda times B minus C. Okay, how? Ma'am, how are you writing this? And by writing this, your 80% of the question will be done. Okay, if you are able to decode this, just this. But ma'am, how are you even writing this? A cross B is equals to A cross C. Let me tell you. Let me call everything on the left hand side. This is my first step. Okay. Now A cross A cross. So can I take A cross common? So this is B minus C. Now tell me what happens when cross product between two vectors becomes 0. Ma'am, this means A is parallel to B minus C. And what happens when two vectors are parallel? A is equals to lambda times B minus C. Are you getting it? Are you ready to solve a couple of PYQs which are most repeated ones and can be seen in JEE Main 2026 everybody? Yes? If yes, then here is the question. JEE Main 2021 question I have, JEE Main 2025 question also I have. Okay? See, A vector given, B vector given, can you see? Same thing. Okay? What does that mean? R cross A is equals to, so minus R cross B is equals to 0. Correcta mundo? R if you take common again, A minus B is equals to 0. That means R and A minus C are parallel. So R is equals to lambda times A minus B. R is equals to lambda times A minus B. A minus B, everybody, minus 5, minus 4, plus 10. This is your R vector. Now as per the question, yes Abhinav, absolutely. Let's see. If you take dot product with 1, 2 and 1, okay. So R dot, this thing I am following, okay. So lambda into minus 5 into 1, okay. So minus 5 lambda into 1, correct. Minus 4 lambda into 2. And we have plus 10 lambda into 1. Can you see 1 to 1 taking dot product is equals to minus 3. So it is going to be 10 minus 8, 2. 2 minus 5. 2 minus 5 minus 3 lambda is equals to minus 3. Lambda is coming out as 1. Put the value of lambda as 1. So R is minus 5, minus 4 and 10. This is your R vector. Now what they are looking for is take dot product. So this is what they are looking for. Minus 5 into 2 minus 10. Minus 4 so plus 12. 10. 12 is the final answer. Where are you 12? Option A. Are you getting it? Not a difficult question if you know. See, if you are unaware about how to solve this equation, trust me, 99% of the students will be like, they'll be like, vector and equation involving vector. Oh my god, I can't even look at it. Let's find out another question. Okay? Yes? Another question on your screen, JEE Main 2025. JEE Main 2025. Okay. Yes. A vector is given to you, B vector is given to you, and C is another vector. Can you see a similar type of equation over here? Yes. Now, how to handle it, ma'am? A cross C is equals to C cross B. So, A cross C minus C cross B is equals to 0. Ma'am, there is one thing which is different over here. There is one thing that, how can I take common? Because right now C is here and right now C is here. So, I won't be able to take common. Hold on. Can I write this as A cross C and this as plus B cross C? Now it's better? Yes. So, now this is A plus B cross C is equals to 0. What does that mean? C is equals to lambda times A plus B. Correct? Now clear? C is equals to lambda times A plus B. 2 plus 3, 5. Minus 1 minus 5 is minus 6. 3 plus 1, 4. This is your C vector. Correct? Now, we just need to know the value of lambda. If we are able to know the, see, what is C square? Can you tell me? Magnitude of C square will be lambda square 25 plus 36 plus 16. So, it would be whatever. Okay, anyway, whatever. So, I just want to know the value of lambda. That so we will agree. We all will agree in this. Okay. Now, ma'am, how to use this? A dot B. So, open it now. This is A dot B plus A dot C plus B dot C. And it will be plus C square is equals to 168. You just have to apply this. A dot B, so you will be able to calculate. Then A dot C. A dot C will be in terms of lambda, B dot C also in terms of lambda, C square in terms of lambda square. So from here you can get the value of lambda. Okay, so this is your DIY project and make sure that you do the calculation nicely and let me know your answers in the chat box. This is the last question of vector topic. Okay, all right. Sorry, one more topic is there, but very easy peasy topic. Just terminologies you have to remember. If two vectors, see, linearly dependent vectors, this terminology is used for what all vectors? Let's understand. Okay, so when two vectors are parallel, those vectors are known as linearly dependent vectors, and we know that this is how we write. Okay, if two vectors are non-parallel, then they are linearly independent. Okay, now for three vectors, if you are calling that three vectors are linearly dependent on each other, that means that three vectors should be coplanar. So we will write the condition of coplanarity. That's it. Okay, so basically two vectors being linearly dependent means they are parallel. Three vectors being linearly dependent, that means they are coplanar. Correct? And four or more vectors are always linearly dependent. So four or more vectors are never ever independent. Okay? Yes? Alrighty. Clear. Okay, I am getting some more comments. Classes are so well structured. Finally, I feel my preparation is going on in the right direction. Okay, good. Earlier, I was confused about many topics, but after attending, I'm gaining the confidence. Sigma course helping a lot. Okay. So, yes, these are the comments you are seeing. Okay. All right. Now, okay. Understand. We'll meet again. Okay. Let's meet at 7:20. So let's take a good break. Timer. Where is the timer? 7 minutes break. Okay. All right. Then we'll start 3D geometry. Come back, come back. Let me put a message on Telegram that 3D geometry we are going to do. Okay. Okay. That I don't know the answer of DIY question. You have to let me know in the comment. I will verify from there. Okay. All right. Okay. Correct too. Three-dimensional geometry. Let's go quick now. Okay. Let's go quick because I also have to rush and okay. I think let's start. I was just checking for the time. Let's start. Direction cosines, okay, and direction ratios. This is one of the confusing topic. Ma'am, we do not understand what direction cosine is. We do not understand what direction ratio is. See, understand first of all. Let me just take you to the 2D geometry. To know any line in 2D geometry, just tell me what are the basic things you need. Ma'am, to know a line in coordinate geometry, we need a point and a slope. Point slope form, do you remember? Slope point form. Okay, right? Same thing will be applicable over here in slightly different manner. So if you understand the basics of straight lines nicely, 3D geometry will be quite easier for you. Okay, you'll find some similarities, there will be some difference also. Okay, so first of all, understand, when we were studying straight line, we were the very first topic in the straight line, we were studying about angle of inclination, then tan theta, slope of a line. Remember? Similarly here, now here things will be slightly different, but we'll be talking about the direction of a line only. Suppose we have a line in a plane. This is my line. Suppose this is my line L. Okay. Now if this is my line L, correct? Now this line is making an angle of alpha with the x-axis. Because the direction is same, I need to make a vector parallel to this line, right? So this is alpha, so this is alpha. So this line is making an angle of alpha with x-axis, beta with y-axis, and gamma with z-axis. First of all, let's understand a couple of things, that we have a line L. Okay, ma'am? Okay. OP vector is parallel to line L. Okay. And OP vector I can write also is AI cap plus BJ cap plus CK cap. Correct? Okay. Now, line L or OP vector makes alpha with x-axis, beta with y-axis, and gamma with z-axis. Okay, alpha with x-axis, beta with z-axis, y-axis, and gamma with z-axis. Correct? Here cos alpha, cos beta, and cos gamma are direction cosines of line L. Correct? Okay. Yes, everybody. Cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma are direction cosine of L, where alpha, beta, gamma is the angle this line makes with x, y, and z axis. Now, can I calculate cos alpha? Hold on. Can I complete this triangle? Yes. Now, tell me, cos alpha is equals to base upon hypotenuse. Everybody agree? Yes, ma'am. Base. What is base? Base is this. Okay. And you know what is this length? Can anybody tell me, ma'am? This length is x coordinate of point P, na? So this length is A upon hypotenuse. What is this hypotenuse? OP vector. Magnitude of OP vector is hypotenuse. So cos alpha from here is A upon square root of A square plus B square plus C square. This is your cos alpha. Correct? So cos alpha, ma'am, I have calculated. All right, clear. Now, similarly, can I calculate cos beta also? Definitely. So cos alpha is A upon, cos beta is B upon, and cos gamma is C upon in a similar way. And you know what? Now, cos alpha, cos gamma, cos beta are direction cosines also can be denoted by L, M and N. Right? Now, one more thing, it is interesting to observe. If you square and add first three equations, that means L square plus M square plus N square, or cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma, if you add everything, you are going to get what? Ma'am, A square plus B square plus C square upon E square plus B square plus C square, which is 1. All right, clear? Perfecto. So this is a very important thing, right? Where L is this, M is this, and N is this are nothing but direction cosines. Correct? Direction cosines. Now, what is a direction ratio? That we will see a little later. But you know what? I want all of you to solve one question quickly. Okay, JEE Main 2025 PYQ based on DC, direction cosine of a line. Correct? Ready? Each of the angle beta and gamma that a given line makes with the positive y and z axis respectively is half of the angle that line makes with positive z axis. But what they are saying is half of the angle beta by 2 and gamma by 2 is alpha. This is what they are saying. Okay? Everybody? Yes, beta, class 11th. Definitely will start class 11th. What are you talking? Definitely, 100%. Okay? Alright. Now tell me cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma is what? 1. Correct? Cos square alpha. Alpha is what? Beta by 2. Beta is the beta only. And gamma is also beta by 2. Correct? So cos square beta by 2 because alpha is beta by 2. This is cos square beta only. Plus this is again beta and gamma are same, so this is also cos square beta is equals to 1. So this is 2 cos square beta, everybody, is equals to 1 minus cos square beta by 2. Or rather, let us convert everything in alpha. Yes, let's convert everything in alpha. So cos square alpha plus cos square 2 alpha, beta is 2 alpha, plus cos square again 2 alpha is equals to 1. So cos square alpha is 1 minus half of the angles is equals to, am I doing anything wrong? It should be like this. What is happening? Beta and half of the angle. Hold on. I have actually not written it correctly. Oops, my bad. Beta is equals to gamma is equals to alpha by 2. Yes, that's the problem now. Now I think it will be correct. Yes. Now it will be correct. So cos square alpha will be same. Cos square now beta will be, this is alpha by 2 and this is also alpha by 2. Yes, now it's look correct. So now these two will be clubbed together. So cos square alpha will be 1 minus 2 cos square alpha by 2. Do you remember gold formulas? This is cos 2. So this is just cos alpha. Remember? 1 minus 2 cos square theta is equals to cos 2 theta. Okay, minus cos 2 theta. So this is minus cos alpha, cos square alpha. So clearly from here, cos alpha will be equals to 0 comma minus 1. Everybody, cos alpha is 0 and minus 1. So alpha will be what? Pi by 2 and pi. Correct? This is your alpha. But what are they looking for is sum of all possible values of angle beta. Beta is alpha by 2. So beta will be pi by 4 and pi by 2. Sum of these two will give you 3 pi by 4. Oh, I've just made this error in creation of this. I think this is an easy question. Okay, everybody? Do you remember this formula, by the way? Let me tell you, cos 2 theta. Cos 2 theta is gold formula. 2 cos square theta minus 1. Correct? So when it is 1 minus 2 cos square alpha by 2, it will be negative cos alpha. And from here, you will be getting cos alpha as 0 and minus 1. That means pi and pi by 2. So this is your alpha. Beta will be half of alpha. So it is your beta. Correct? Okie dokie. Yes, everybody. Alright. So I think direction cosines clear. Everybody? Direction cosines clear. Correct. Now the moment direction cosines are clear, you must be wondering that, ma'am, what is a direction ratio? Okay. So direction ratio versus direction cosine. Okay, so suppose direction ratio versus direction cosine. Direction ratio cosine is a unique value and direction ratio can have multiple values. Okay, correct? Right? How come? Let me tell you. Suppose this is Ninja Ma'am and her sister. Ninja Ma'am age is 32. Ugh. 34. Okay, let's say age of Ninja Ma'am is 34 and age of her sister is 17. Okay, this 34 and 17 are unique values, correct? But so this is unique value. But if I just talk about ratio of, this is the original value. But if I talk about the ratio of Ninja Ma'am's age and her sister's age, don't you think it will be 2:1, 4:2, and it will be 6:3, 8:4, correct? In fact, it will be 9:4.5. And you know what? 34:17 is also a ratio. Okay? Are you getting my point? So ratio can be multiple, but the original age is fixed. Can you say that Ninja Ma'am's age is 2 and her sister's age is 1? No. Ratio is 2:1. Ratio is acceptable. Ratio to 34:17 is also acceptable. But age though is fixed 34 and 17. In such a manner, direction cosine will be always be unique. It cannot have multiple values, whereas direction ratio can be multiple. Let me show it to you. Suppose 30 degree, okay, not 30, yes. Let's say 45 degree and 0 degree is the angle alpha, beta, gamma. So tell me one thing, ma'am, 1 by root 2 cos 45 degree, this is DC. Now what is dr? Can anybody tell me? So ma'am, dr will be 1:1:0. Okay, 2:2:0, multiple values. Okay. Now one thing, if important alert, if dr is given to you, suppose dr is given 1:1:0, can you calculate DC? Okay, if direction ratio is given and you have to calculate DC, what to do, ma'am? Very easy. Just write 1, 1, 0 and divide everything by square root of 1 square plus 1 square plus 0 square. 1 square plus 1 square plus 0 square. 1 square plus 1 square plus 0 square. So DC will be 1 by root 2. 1 by root 2, 0. Correct? Yes? Alright. It's just that DC is fixed and DR is nothing but the ratio, basically proportional, multiple. Yes. Whatever word you want to use. I hope that DR and DC thing is clear now. Okay? Yes? So suppose if A, B, C are DR. Okay, then if you have to, so DR, ABC formula. If DR is given to you and you have to calculate DC, which is denoted by LMN. ABC, DR, LMN, DC. Correct? So what is the formula? So ma'am, first of all, DR numerator you write and divide it by square root of A square B square C square, A square B square C square, A square B square C square. Clear? Everybody getting it? Yes? Now you know the concept of DCs and DRs. So now once you have DC and DR with you, okay, so now you can find angle between two lines, correct, using DC and using DR. Correct. Suppose you are having DR of two lines. So DR of first line is A1 B1 C1. This is A2 B2 C2. So we just now completed vector algebra, and angle between two lines will be same as angle between two vectors. Remember, cos theta is A dot B upon magnitude of A, magnitude of B, same thing. So this is A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 upon square root of A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square, A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square. This is the angle when DR is given to you, correct? But when DC is given to you, everyone, so that means ma'am L1 M1 N1 is given and L2 M2 N2 is given. Same cos theta in here will be what? L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2 upon square root of L1 square plus M1 square plus N1 square, which is 1 because direction cosine, cos square alpha, cos square beta, cos square gamma is 1. So basically whatever you're going to write in numerator, it is going to be 1, and here also it is going to be 1. So it now numerator will be just 1. This is the value of cos theta. So let me take you to the slide now. Two lines are given. Angle between two lines is given by this formula cos theta. So suppose DR is given. So this is the formula, right? Don't get scared by this big formula. We have derived it very easy. Okay. Alrighty. And yes, this is the formula when DCs are given. Theta is cos inverse L1 L2 M1 N2 N1 N2. Okay. So now understand, lines will be perpendicular if dot product is 0. Remember, same vector thing is applicable over here. Don't worry. We'll solve problems. You will get it. And lines will be parallel if these are proportional. A1 by A2, B1 by B2, C1 by C2. Remember that parallel vectors collinear condition. Same. Okay. Alrighty. Correct. Alright. So these are the basic things. Now one more thing. How to find the direction ratio of a line whose 2 points are given to you. Okay. Suppose a line is given, a point P, x1, y1, z1 is given, and Q, x2, y2, z2 is given. Correct? And we need to figure out direction ratio of PR. Tell me, direction ratio of PR means what? We are looking for a vector or for a direction, basically, a direction which is parallel to this. So don't you think we just need to use the vector concept, position vector of Q minus position vector of P. So here we are. Direction ratio of line PQ will be what? X2 minus X1, Y2 minus Y1 and Z2 minus Z1, everybody. Correct? Now once we have direction ratio, do I need to tell you one more time that how to calculate direction cosines from ratio. Same procedure. If you have this, just divide by square root of this square plus this square plus this square. Are you getting my point? Yes, DC of line whose 2 points are given to you. Alright? Yes? Okay. Now let's talk about how to write equation of a line in 3D format. This is very important. Okay, just like your straight line concept, where straight line 2D concept. Do you remember 2D? So if slope is given to you and point is given to you, then y minus y1 is equals to mx minus x1. This was the concept in 2D. What about 3D? Again, in 3D, you will need two things from here. One is direction ratio or direction cosine will also work. Okay, but direction ratio is more generic. If you have direction ratio, DC you can find. If you have DC, no need to worry about it. Okay, so in 2D, you need a slope and a point on a line so that you can write the equation. Now, what do you need in 3D geometry? Okay, so in here, first you need direction ratio. You know that the notation is a comma b comma c, and second you need point x1, y1, z1. Okay, so equation of line, everybody. Equation of line in 3D. How will you write? X minus x1, y minus y1, z minus z1 upon a, b, c, and optional you can write it is equals to lambda. Okay, this is equation of a line. Remember, x1, y1, z1 are point, a, b, c are direction ratio. So let me take you to that thing. X minus x1 upon a, y minus y1 upon b, z minus z1 upon c is nothing but the equation of line. Okay, alright. Now same equation can be written in vector form. How? Let me tell you. So it will be r vector is equals to point vector plus lambda times direction ratio vector. So r vector, can you see this is point vector, x1 I cap, y1 j cap, z1 k cap plus lambda times this is your dr, direction ratio. Clear everybody? Okay, you will be able to write equation of a straight line in 3D geometry. Now see, similar thing. Now suppose in 2D geometry, 2 points are given, x1, y1, x2, y2. So can you write the equation of a line? Yes, ma'am, we can write. Y minus y1 is equal to, ma'am, here slope x minus x1, and this slope can be calculated using 2-point form y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Okay, 2D geometry. 3D geometry. Okay, now again, if 2 points are given x1, y1, z1 and x2, y2, z2. So ma'am, can I write the equation of line in 3D? Yes. Numerator part will be same. Do you know what was the numerator part? Let me go back. This was the numerator, x minus x1, y minus y1, z minus z1. So again, x minus x1, y minus y1, z minus z1 upon. Okay, upon. Now here, ma'am, direction ratio. But ma'am, we don't have direction ratio. But you do have 2 points. And you know what? I just told you, I don't know how many of you noticed, if 2 points are given to you, then you can easily figure out direction ratio of those 2 lines. So I think now it has become very easy. This is x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. So this is how it will look like. Can you see? X minus x1, y minus y1, z minus z1 and x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. Clear? Give me a big thumbs up. Okay, I know that you might be waiting for questions. Hmm. Let's do this question. Let's do this question. One question, ready? I will be using concept of 3D geometry and I'll be using the concept of vector also in it. Okay, ready? This is a JEE 2025 PYQ by the way. Let's read the question nicely. If the equation of the line passing through this point, ma'am, the moment I read the very first statement, uh, okay, I'll be like the equation of line passing through this point, okay, and for something is there, kya? Why are they celebrating again? I don't know. Anyway, if equation of a line passing through this point and perpendicular to these two lines. Let us see, this is line L, this is L1 and L2. We know that line L is perpendicular to L1 and L2. Everybody, very, very important, understand. Line passing through this point, okay, fine. Aage, after that, is it disturbing you? Is it better? Is it better? Is it better? People are burning crackers. Anyway. I think they'll stop in a while. Okay, now let's understand. Line L is perpendicular to L1 and L2, correct? So, ma'am, direction vector dr of L is perpendicular to dr of L1, dr1 and dr2. Yes? Okay. Now tell me one thing. I have told you in this session, can I find a vector which is perpendicular to two given vectors? Tell me. Okay. So dr of my line is equals to dr1 cross dr2. Everybody, cross product. I will get my direction ratio if I take cross product between line 1 and line 2. Give me a big thumbs up if you are understanding this. Give me a big thumbs up if you are understanding this. Okay, so what I'll be doing is 1A and B. Okay, so I, J, K, dr1 and dr2 I'll be writing it over here. So 1A and B. Correct? Then we have minus B, A and 5. Quickly everybody. 5A minus AB. I cap. Minus 5 plus B square. J AB K cap. This is nothing but direction ratio of L or not. Yes or no? Correcto? Now tell me one thing. The equation of line passing through this is my line L. Don't you think the equation of line L is given? Correct? This is my line L whose direction ratio is -2D and -4. Okay? That means direction ratio of line I have calculated is this. And what is given? -2D and -4. So -2D and -4. So you just need to compare and get the values of A and B. Ma'am, why are you right in -B? I don't understand. What are you saying? Why you write? See, understand that this equation of line R vector is equals to 0 plus lambda times this vector, no? This is this vector. So this is the direction of line 1 and this is the direction of line 2. This is the point. Here point is not given, hence it is 0. I hope that you are understanding this thing. Okay, so now you just have to compare 5a minus ab upon -2 is equals to -5 minus b square upon d, and this is nothing but a plus ab upon -4. Correct? Okay. So what I'll be doing is I'll be clubbing these two together. So 5a common, 5 minus b upon -2 is equals to 1 plus b upon -4. Minus minus cancel. This is your 2. So 10 minus 2b is equals to 1 plus b. 3b is equals to 9. So b is coming out as 3. And the moment your b is 3, you can easily calculate the value of a as well and d as well. Okay. So now that your b is 3, so b is 3. ये तो have cancelled now. So if b is 3, then you can calculate. Correct. Okay, so I think we have enough equations. B is 3, so this you will get na, this part. So this is nothing but if b is 3, it will become what? Let me write down over here. 5. So a is common. 5 minus b. 5 minus b is 8. 8 by 2, 4. Is equals to, from here if b is 3, so 9 plus 5. 9 plus 5, 14. So minus 14 by d. And here if b is 3, so it is going to be 3a plus a, 4a upon minus, so minus a. Okay, so 4a and this is minus a. Not really. Can you see this is a if I take common, and this is correct, and b is coming out as 3, correct? Hold on, let me okay, let's do this thing later. 0 comma minus half comma 0, this point is getting satisfied in this equation. Or let's first satisfy this. So if I satisfy 0, 0 minus 1 upon -2 is equals to minus half. So 4 minus half upon d is equals to 0. So 0 is minus c by -4. So this is how we are getting. And this is 1 by 2 is equals to 7 by 2d and is equals to c by 4. Everybody, d will be 7 from this. Correct? And what about c? C is coming out as 2. C is also here. So d you have, c you have, b you have. Now you just need the value of a. So the moment you have your ABCD, you will get your answer. So yes, this is how it is done. Correct? ABCD, everything you will get. I don't think so that I need to solve the question completely now. It is done. Correct? So basically, what was the core concept in this? A line perpendicular to two given lines. First of all, we understood that if one line is perpendicular to two given lines, I can figure out the direction ratio of my line by taking cross product of other two lines. Very, very important concept. Okay? This is what we were understanding. Okay? Yes? Alright. Now let's focus on one very, very important topic. which is this foot of perpendicular to a line or image of a point about a line. Okay, suppose you have a point over here, point P, which is x1, y1, z1, and you have a line over here, line L, which is x minus x1 by A, y minus y1 by B, z minus z1 by C. Okay, this is the line. And you are looking for foot of perpendicular F. There are fixed steps which I am going to share with you right now. Okay, and if you are able to follow those fixed steps, trust me, you will get short 4 marks in JEE Main 2026. Are you ready for that algorithm? Step by step, because this question will be there in JEE Main 2026. Okay, so steps. Step number 1, you have to assume foot of perpendicular on your line, on given line. Assume foot of perpendicular on given line. Correct? Step number 1, ma'am. How to assume any point F from this line? Just equate it to lambda. And you know what? Find x in terms of lambda. So, ma'am, x will be lambda a plus x1. And similarly, y will be lambda b plus y1. And z will be lambda c plus z1. So, assume like this. You have to assume this point F. Okay. Second point is finding PF vector. How will you find? Position vector of F minus position vector of P. Okay, you have to find this. This is your second step. Third step, can you see? PF is perpendicular to line. That means PF dot product with dr of line will give you 0. And this third step will give you the value of lambda. Once you get the value of lambda, that means your F will be sorted. Because see, F is what? This is your F. Now you have to, this is your F. Assume F in terms of lambda on line L. So these steps if you are going to do, then your F foot of perpendicular will be clear. Once your foot of perpendicular is clear, now what you can do is, you can find out distance between this, you can find perpendicular distance. Okay, perpendicular distance also will be sorted. This type of question also will be there. You can also find image also now, because see, this is your P dash, this is your image. So if you have P, if you have F, you can easily find P dash, because F is midpoint of P dash. F is midpoint of P dash. So you know the midpoint formula, we can apply that. Okay, are we ready to apply this concept in questions? Tell me in the chat box. Okay, yes. So yes, this is the question. Ready for a JEE Main 2025 PYQ? Short question will be there. Okay, yes. What is the subtopic involved over here? Image of a point, if you have to calculate, same procedure. Foot of perpendicular to, you have to calculate, same procedure. Perpendicular distance between a point and a line, same procedure. Are you with me? Are you with me, everyone? Yes. So now let's draw the diagram and follow the steps. 4, 4, 3, ma'am. This is my point P. This is my line, x minus 1, y minus 2, z minus 1 upon 2, 1, 3. Correct? So step number 1, can you tell me in the chat box? Write in the chat box. What was the step number 1? Ma'am, step number 1 was assume F. Assume F in terms of lambda. So let's do that. Where is F? So, so ma'am, F in terms of lambda, let's assume. So it is going to give you 2 lambda plus 1. Okay. Then 1 lambda plus 2. And 3 lambda plus 1. This is your F. Correct? Okay. Second, find PF vector. PF vector, how will you find? F minus P. Okay. So PF vector, everybody tell me. So ma'am, F minus P, 2 lambda plus 1 minus 4. Do it in your brain. 2 lambda plus 1 minus 4. Lambda plus 2 minus 4, so lambda minus 2. 3 lambda plus 1 minus 3 will be 3 lambda minus 2. This is your PF vector. Now, third step, tell me in the chat box. And third step was taking dot product of PF with direction ratio, and this will give you 0. What is the direction ratio? 2, 1 and 3. Okay. So dot product, everybody. 2 into this, so 4 lambda minus 6 plus 1 into this, lambda minus 2 plus 9 lambda minus 6 will be 0. This will give you the value of lambda. Third step will give you the value of lambda, and fourth step will be find F. Correct? Okay, ma'am. 4 plus 1, 5. So this is 14 lambda is equals to 14. Ma'am, lambda is coming out as 1. Easy peasy. Now, F vector you can calculate, fourth step. So this is 3, comma, right? This is 3, comma 3, comma 4. This is your PF. Correct? So P is right here. F is right here. Now you're looking for the image. I told you, for image you have to focus on midpoint. 4, 4, 3. This is 3, 3, 4. This is alpha, beta, gamma. P, F, P dash. Okay. And this is midpoint. So let's apply. Alpha plus 4 by 2 is equals to 3. Beta plus 4 by 2 is equals to 3 again. And gamma plus 3 by 2 is equals to 4. Correct? Alpha and beta will be same. Alpha from here will be 2. Beta is also 2. Same equation. And 4 2s are 8. Gamma is 5. So 2, 2 and 5 is the answer. 2 plus 2 plus 5. Everybody in the chat box. 9. Where are you? Option A. Option A, everyone. Okay. Clear? So image of a point, will you be able to calculate? JEE Maths 2025 PYQ, let me tell you. Okay. Now, ma'am, can you just show that if at all these type of questions are repeating in JEE Maths 2025 or not? Can you see? Again, another question. Now, this time they are not talking about image, they are talking about perpendicular distance between point and a line. So this is much easier. You don't have to go to image. Only fourth step, find F and then P to you have. P to you have. You just have to find F and you will be able to see again same. Right? This is a point P, 2 minus 10, 1. This is your line x minus 1 by 2, y plus 2 by minus 1, z plus 3 by 2 is equals to lambda. Assume F. Okay. Now I am not writing steps, directly doing it. 2 lambda plus 1, ma'am. Minus lambda minus 2, ma'am. 2 lambda minus 3. Okay. Find PF vector, everybody. So this is going to be 2 lambda minus 1. This minus this lambda minus lambda plus 8 and 2 lambda minus 4. Now take dot product with direction ratio. So 2 lambda minus 1 into 2, 4 lambda minus 2. And then this is plus lambda minus 8. And then 2 to the 4 lambda minus 8. This will give you 0. Dot product, everybody. Am I going too fast? But this is the second question. Right? So 4 plus 4, this is 9 lambda is equals to 18. Again, ma'am, if I am doing calculation right, lambda is coming easy peasy. Lambda 1, lambda 2. Okay. The moment you will have lambda is equals to 2, now you will have 2 to the 4, 5. Then lambda 2 minus 4. 2 to the 4 minus, sorry, this is plus 1. Can anybody help me with? In fact, you know what? You don't have to see right now. What do you want, ma'am? We want PF. We want PF. So PF directly, PF magnitude, you can find it from here now. Put lambda is equals to 2 to the 4 minus 1, 3 square. And this is 8 minus 2, 6 square. 0 square. So 36 plus 9 is your answer. 36 plus 9. 36 plus 9, 45. 9 fives are 3 root 5. Where are you? 3 root 5. Option D. Easy. Now, foot of perpendicular, image of a point. What do you think? Are this concept, image of a point, foot of perpendicular, easy or difficult? Because I know that students know that this topic is there. Students know that this topic comes in JEE Main. But they are scared because they feel that the process is so lengthy, ma'am. Lambda, so I won't be able to calculate. Let's leave it. No. Solve it with Ninja, ma'am, and you will realize that this is not a difficult topic. Okay? All right. Yes. Now another question over here which we are going to solve with Ninja technique. Okay, which is shortest distance between two skew lines. Are we ready for it? Ninja style. Let's do it Ninja style now. Okay. Hashtag Ninja style. Okay. By the way, one short question will be there almost in every shift. That two lines are given to you, correct? Two lines are given to you and all you have to do is you have to figure out the shortest distance between two skew lines. Okay, first do this question. Yes, hashtag Ninja style. Let's do two questions. Two lines are given, shortest distance between two skew lines. Everybody, I told you, last 1 hour is the most important one. They are talking about shortest distance between these two lines. Okay, so I am telling you shortest distance will be equals to modulus of, now there will be two parts of this, numerator and denominator, correct? So let's first write the numerator part, and numerator is involving a determinant. Okay, we'll solve this using determinant method. Row number 2 will be having direction ratio of line number 1. So here 1, 2 and 3. Just make sure that your line should be in proper format. Okay. Because sometimes what they do is they just distort the line. So make sure that the coefficient of x, y and z should be 1. That's the checkpoint. Once if it is done now, if it is x, y, z coefficient is 1, then you can proceed. If not, take common and arrange and then proceed. Okay. So 1, 2 minus 3, right now 2, 4 minus 5. Okay, so here dr1, dr line number 1, so dr1 and this is dr2, correct? Now what will be, ma'am? Determinant is there. What will be row number 1? You have kept row number 1 absolutely like that, clean. So row number 1 will be difference of the x, y and z coordinates respectively. Tell me, x minus x1. So don't you think it is passing through 2, 1, minus 3? And this is passing through minus 1, minus 3, minus 5. Now all you have to do is x1 minus x2 or x2 minus x1, right? So 2 minus minus 1, 3. 1 minus minus 3, 4. Minus 3 and plus 5 will be 2. Correct? This is your numerator. Now solve it. But you know what? Ninja style says that do not solve it randomly. Solve the way you solve determinant. Expand along row number 1. So ma'am, yes, 3. And you know what? Inside the bracket, minus 10 plus 12. Minus 12, 10 plus 12 is 2. Now ma'am, minus 4. So ma'am, minus 5 plus 6. Minus 5 plus 6 is 1. And plus 2. Okay. And it is going to give you 4 minus 4 is 0. And just divide it by all the internal numbers which are written in bracket. Okay. So divide by 2 square plus 1 square plus 0 square. Can you see this is 6 minus 4? 2. So this is 2 by 6 minus 4. This is 0 no anyway. 2 by root 5. This is shortest distance, my dear students. And the moment shortest distance is 2 by root 5. Square will be what? 4 by 5. So m plus n will be 4 plus 5. 9 is absolutely right. Understood the ninja technique? Yes? Okay, all right. Now, okay. Again, another question, right? Which is, which one? Yes. Another question, another question, another question. Are, hmm, not this one, not this one. Hold on. Yes, this one. Now you must be thinking that, ma'am, no, ma'am, actually, the previous question was actually very easy because simple data they were giving and there was no hidden variable. But sometimes what they do is they hide this alpha, beta, something and they give shortest distance. In that case, solving determinant will be much difficult. But trust me, watch Ninja ma'am solving shortest distance between two skew lines with a difficult data also. If you follow whatever I am saying, okay, trust me, the question will get solved in less than 1 minute. Okay. Yes, again, Ninja ma'am said that row number 2, 3 minus 1, 1. Minus 3, 2, 4. Okay. Now please do not make any mistake of this is x1, y1, z1 and this is minus 3, minus 7 and beta. Minus 7 and beta. Okay. Now 3 minus minus 3, 6. Alpha plus 7 and 3 minus beta. Okay. So now let's start. 6 inside the bracket, ma'am. Minus 4 minus 2. So minus 6. Minus alpha plus 7 will remain outside. Okay. Alpha plus 7 and inside the bracket it will be 3 4s are 12 plus 3 15. Okay. Plus this time 3 minus beta will remain outside and it will be 3 2s are 6 minus 3 3. Okay, upon. Please check one more time. Please do not make any mistake. So 6 minus 4 minus 2 is minus 6. Ma'am, correct. Minus alpha plus 7. 3 4s are 12 plus 3 15, correct. And 3 minus beta if it is out there. 3 2s are 6 minus 3 is 3. Yes, absolutely. Now square root of 36 plus 15 square is 225 plus 9. Correct. If I take 9 common, it will come out as 3. So 9 if it is coming out, 9 4s are 36 and 9 1s are 9, 9 2s are 18. Okay. And 9 5s are 45. Correct. So if 3 is outside, this 3 will get cancelled. 3 2s are, 3 5s are and 3 is gone. So this is what? Minus 12. Correct. Minus 5 alpha minus 35 plus 3 minus beta upon root 25 root 30 upon root 30. Correct. Modulus is there and you know what shortest distance is? 3 root 30. Correcto? Okay. Now what I am seeing is you need 5 alpha plus beta. So why don't we do one thing? See, this is modulus is there, the minus is plus 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 and this will become minus. Okay. So this is going to give you 5 alpha plus beta plus 12. Correct? 12 minus 3. 12 minus 3 is 9. 35 plus 9, anybody can tell me. 35 plus 9, ma'am, is 44. So plus 44, modulus is there, is equals to root 30 into root 30 is 30, 90. So 5 alpha plus beta is equals to 90 minus 44. Or it would be minus 90 minus 44. Correct or not? Because 90 will be then plus minus. If you remove, it will be plus minus. So 90 minus 44 looks promising because it will give you 46. Option B is absolutely correct. Okay. Alrighty, everybody. Ma'am, is there at least one question? Hiba, future IITian, you are coming from a different planet. On Telegram, I am announcing 3D geometry, one of the highest chapter in the history of JEE Mathematics. Please do not say my throat is aching after repeating same line. 3D geometry, minimum, bare minimum 2 questions just from 3D geometry. I'm not even adding vector. If you add vector, bare minimum 3 questions. What are you doing? This is a game changing chapter in JEE Mathematics. It can actually 3 questions, 12 marks. One mark will shift so many ranks. 1 mark will actually shift whole NIT game. Okay, so please take things seriously. I think I am left with now one more type of question, last category, and we'll be done with today's session. All right. Okay. So this is the kind where they are talking about distance of a line from this point. But you know what? The picture is still left. Okay. This is just a trailer. You have heard it. So distance of this line from the point, you will study, you will read, you'll be like, yes ma'am, I know how to find perpendicular distance between line and point. No, this is different. Read ahead, read again. Okay, distance of this line from a point along another line. Now there is a difference in the doing this question. Okay, I'll tell you the technique, ninja technique, easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? Okay, so yes, first of all, again, line is there. Draw the situation. I think things will be easier. X minus 2, y minus 6, z minus 3. 2, 3, 4. Okay, all right. So distance of this line from point 140. This is point P, let's say. But you know what? We were thinking in the beginning when I was also reading distance of this line from a point, but they are not talking about perpendicular distance. They are using along the line, correct? So suppose this line x by 1, this line is right here. So your distance will be this. This is the distance they are looking for, PF. Okay. So in such case, in this category, how to solve this question? 100% there. This question will be there in JEE Main 2026. 100%. Okay. This is a hot topic. So I think, let me tell you that distance of a point from a line along a direction or a line is given. Sometimes they will give you direction. Basically, I am not interested in this line. I am interested in the direction. So they can give you direction also. If you go JEE Main 2025 PYQ, another question, similar question is there where they are just giving a direction. That means just vector is given. So same procedure. I am anyway not interested in what is this. Okay. I am interested in direction of this line. Understand? Now, can I write the equation of line? Step number 1, writing equation of line PF. Ma'am, how will I write PF? How will I write PF? How can you not write PF? Tell me. Do you have point on PF? Yes, ma'am, point I have. Yes, I can write x minus 1, y minus 4, z minus 0. But ma'am, how about direction ratio of PF? See, direction ratio of PF line will be same as this given line. Correct or not? Because these two are parallel. Parallel lines have same direction ratio. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we have borrowed the direction ratio from line number this. Okay. Alright, so ma'am, PF. So ma'am, now we have two lines, PF also and this line L also. Okay. So what do you want? Ma'am, we are just looking for this distance PF. And that too I am looking for F. If I will get F, then I will be able to calculate the distance. So now what you have to do is you have to write the point F in two ways from the two lines. Can you see this F? F is lying on this line. So F point is having 2 lambda plus 2, 3 lambda plus 6, 3 lambda plus 6 and 4 lambda plus 3. Okay. And F from this line, now you have to introduce mu. You can't write lambda. Okay. Because another line. So lambda you cannot reuse. So mu. So F mu plus 1, 2 mu plus 4 and 3 mu. So 1 point but 2 coordinates. 1 point F is sharing 2 coordinates. Okay. So all you have to do is You have to find lambda and mu. Moreover, now ninja style says just find mu. Do not run after lambda. Mu will help you with everything. Okay, ma'am. So basically you have to equate. Yes, let's equate. Alright. So ma'am, mu plus 1 is equals to 2 lambda plus 2. First equation. And you know what? 3 mu is equals to 4 lambda plus 3. So 3 mu is equals to 4 lambda plus 3. Solve it and get the value of mu. Okay? Ninja tip in here, that always focus on finding mu. That means always focus on finding the PF point from PF, not from the given line. Okay, why? I'll tell you. So ma'am, now how to solve? Can I do one thing? Because you are saying that eliminate lambda, why not I multiply this with 2? So 2 mu, so 3 mu minus 2 mu, and minus 2. Correct, is equals to 4 lambda cancel, and 3 minus 4. 3 minus 4, anybody? Ma'am, 3 minus 4 is minus 1. So mu is coming out as, ma'am, 1. Mu is 1. Mu is 1. Correct. And you know what? If mu is 1, then lambda is 0. Okay, you can check also. Mu is 1. Mu 1 lambda 0 matching. Yes. Mu 1 6 lambda 0, yes, matching. Mu 1 lambda 0 matching. But you are not looking for lambda. You are only looking for mu. Okay, ma'am. Now what to do? Ma'am, basically what I am looking for is distance, na PF. So PF will be what? Tell me. So ma'am, mu plus 1 minus 1. See, mu plus 1 minus 1. Mu plus 1 minus 1 will be mu. So square root of mu square. Then can you see 2 mu plus 4 minus 4? So 4 mu square plus 9 mu square. Now are you getting my point? How easy it has become if you go by this mu thing. Lambda will also give you an answer, but it will take one more step. So this is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So root 14 mu will be the answer. This is TF. And this is just root 14 will be the answer, because mu is 1. So option C is the absolutely right answer. Okay, right? And on this note, we are ending today's session. I will give you a homework also. Okay, so yes, a couple of things to be given as homework. See, shortest distance between two lines. Okay, so line L1. Okay, direction ratio dr1 is given, point is given. Line 2, direction ratio and point. I think line 1, line 2, both ingredients are given. You can easily write the equation of, in fact, you don't have to write the line. Okay, because here shortest distance, so you know na how to calculate. Direction ratio of line number 1, direction ratio of line number 2. And now this is x1, y1, z1. This is x2, y2, z2. Yes. Okay. So shortest distance. This is homework question for you. Homework question 1, similar, right? Then we have, if I go, yes. One question, one homework question, image of a point, right? So this is how it is. Let the vertices of Q. Okay, this is a homework question. Again, JEE Main 2025 PYQ based on this. See how how the questions are getting repeated. And this is one more question, by the way. Distance of a point along the line. We just did it. A point is given and a line is given. And now I told you now a direction is given. Same. Okay, this is how it is. And we are done with today's session, everyone. And thank you for dropping a lot of nice, beautiful comments. Can you see what student is writing? See, that student is actually going through a very tough conditions, financial conditions. And that's why every penny is very important. Okay. For some, see, for some, 1500, 2000 doesn't even matter. And for some, 1 rupee also matter. So that is why, can you see the comment, right? So here also. So anyway, Vedantu always ensure that things are value for money. So thank you for dropping in such comments. Let us know more by dropping in comments on YouTube. We will find you, we will take a screenshot, and we will just showcase whatever you are writing, your story also. Okay, so this is me, Ninja Ma'am, signing off, and I think now you'll be having your chemistry class, right? I think you can get a break, 10-15 minutes. You can ask for a 10-15 minutes break, and yes, you can go for GOC, General Organic Chemistry. I hope that you are aware how chemistry is very important for JEE Main, how chemistry is scoring for JEE Main, right? A maths teacher is telling you that do not do that mistake of ignoring chemistry. So make sure that you are attending that session, because Diksha ma'am has worked very hard on that GOC session, right? Okay. Yes. Chalo. Bye bye. See you.